Welcome to The End Is
Sigh.
I'm Todd.
And I'm Nate.
And this week we have a special episode for 28 Days Later.
Yeah, well, we figured, it's October.
It is spooky season, as they say.
And might as well pull out some of those movies.
Yep, and we started with one of the best of all time, I like to think.
Yeah. Would you call this one underrated, though, or?
Yeah. Underrated's a tough word for it, because people love it. But it's weirdly like people know about it, and when people do watch it, they love it. But there's a good chunk of people that just have never seen it.
Oh yeah, there is.
They know the hype about it, but they just haven't gotten around to it.
I mean, I was one of those that never saw it.
Until when?
Well, I mean, I was definitely 6-7 years ago, maybe.
Oh, okay. Well, it came out in 2003, right?
2.
3.
3?
3.
I thought it was 2.
I saw 3.
Well, who knows?
The streaming service said 3.
Well,
even though I was looking right at the DVD on my shelf, and it took me about half an hour to figure out how to get the streaming thing to work, and I was like, I could just pop that DVD in.
Yeah, I watched it with the physical copy.
I know I should have. It was a millennial mistake.
All right, well,
that's a neither here nor there, because we're going to get to that review halfway through the pod like we usually do. We're going to start out with 3 themes.
Yeah, 3 themes. Those 3 themes are, just drawing a blank here. Those 3 themes are zombies, hospitals, and doomsday preppers.
Yep, that's it. Survivalists, doomsday preps, whatever you want to call them, the people that are really well prepared for things. And again, these spoilers are not necessarily things that will ruin anything in the movie.
No.
Just general themes pulled out. I mean, hospitals, it's not really a spoiler to say it's like in the first 5 minutes and then never again. So
yep.
we just wanted to kind of dive into that a little bit more. And as a little tease, we do have 2 special guests showing up for the movie review.
Yeah, it'll be exciting to hear some other thoughts besides our own.
Yeah, I think we've admitted on the pod, we are not great with horror movies or this kind of October season of stuff. We're not purists in the movies in terms of liking everything that comes out.
No, it's definitely far and few for me. Like, I nitpick on certain ones, and I think when you get into those scary movies or certain ones, I'm just like, this is dumb. I really start getting out of place on them. So,
which, yeah. So we figured we needed a couple other people who live and breathe the shit 365 days out of the year to help us talk about these movies.
Yeah. So, all right.
Without further ado, let's
start off with theme number 1.
Which is?
How well did you prep for this episode? Because we'll just start with those doomsday preppers.
Oh, spoiler alert, I would die immediately.
All right.
Yes, I have research.
Okay. So I came up with some research for doomsday preppers.
I would hope so.
And I got 4 main things. When you're looking to prep for the doomsday, there's 4 categories. I'm going to see if you kind of get an idea of what they all are.
4 categories?
Yeah, 4 main things. Like, all right, doomsday's coming in. Let's just stick with zombie apocalypse.
Okay.
What are you thinking right now that you need to prep for? What do you need?
I need shelter.
Okay, yeah, shelter's on here.
Well, I would hope so.
Yeah, that's one of the 4.
I'm not running around naked in a field. Although that might turn off some doomsdays.
Yeah, so from Live Science, this is the shelter list that kind of they went over.
Is this Live Science or Live Science?
I don't know.
Oh.
It could be both, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
Good for them.
So, best to get out of large populated areas.
Yep, get out of the country.
Don't want to kind of be around the masses of people because they're going to run out of food quicker.
Yep.
And any other rations.
This will come back. Yeah, the zombies at the end of this themes will tie into this one, I think, pretty closely.
Yeah. You kind of wanted to have a fortified area if you're staying somewhere.
Like a bunker.
Like stationary, yeah, bunker, something in ground.
Yep.
Or something where the windows are barricaded shut, That way you can survive from rival tribes.
Oh.
That's what they said in the article.
Mad Maxian type stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, I'm pretty sure in a post-apocalyptic world, you're going to have people that are fighting for rations and food, and they're going to morals out the fucking door.
Yeah, this would tie into a Mad Max Fury Road review because you've got the Bullets farm guys, you've got the Gas Guzzler farm guys, like you've got all the different groups that are taking up their resources.
Did I watch the wrong movie? Are we watching Mad Max today?
I'm just saying, like that would This is a little tease for the old Fury Road.
Got it. So Todd's basing everything on Fury Road. That's his doomsday prep. He's like, I need a badass car next.
Well, I do. Is that part of it?
No, it just says if you're on the go, tent.
Tent?
Yeah, they said a tent.
I mean, I guess. But,
Yeah.
I mean, what? It depends
Obviously,
on the apocalypse.
this one, isn't stationed around zombie apocalypse.
Right, because zombies
it's just
are
more
going
of,
right through that tent.
I wanted to get those 4 major ones from you.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right, so that's kind of it for shelter.
Okay. So
what else are you thinking?
Weapons.
Weapons? I feel like that falls under miscellaneous.
Okay.
So
okay.
weapons wasn't an actual... Yeah, miscellaneous was just like, all right, here's everything else, I guess.
Yeah, that's a very broad range.
So they kind of go through a first aid kit.
Oh, yeah.
Makes sense, first aid kit, any medical supplies or
like gauze
medicine.
And Band-Aids, if you will.
Yep. Cooking supplies.
Okay. That's not really weaponry, but okay.
Well, I said miscellaneous.
I know, but I'm just trying to think what I could use to like.
Have you ever kicked someone's ass with a frying pan?
I guess you could do it with like a meat tenderizer.
You could do that too. Those are pretty brutal.
Yeah, get them a little stainless steel action.
You ever pick one of those up and you're just like, I feel like I have power right now.
Oh, guys, we should not let Nate into general population.
Probably not. I'm really bad. Like I got in the kitchen and I'll sit there and I'll flip the knife.
Oh, dude, if you go to the emergency room for that, I'm not going to feel bad for you.
No one should because I'm just being an idiot. A fire starting kit or some kind of fire prep.
God, I feel like that should be its own category.
It really, all this miscellaneous stuff. It's just they really kind of like.
Why did they do 4?
Just
do like 6 then.
Yeah,
bring it in.
I don't know. The other is maps.
Okay, like traditional, because you're going to lose internet, you're going to lose all that, so you're not going to have your Google Maps to help you out anymore, guys.
No way, you're fucked.
Back in my day, if I took a trip to like a different state. Even then, I had the internet, and I'd have to print out MapQuest specific pages.
I remember those too. I was
staple them together, watch the map, know when the turn was coming up. Nobody warned you.
No, it was like, all right, you got a mile, you're gonna have to turn left.
Yep.
Once you turn left, you go for 3 miles.
Yep.
And it was one of those. You miss your turn, you're like, fuck, I gotta find that road or figure out where I'm at. Yep. Drive back. Do I remember that tree? No. Shit.
You had to have a very good memory to use roads. Where we're going, we needed roads and we needed maps.
Yeah. Let's see. Money. I think that's bullshit.
Money. Yeah, well, because money doesn't mean anything.
No.
Usually it goes to shit. Nobody cares about money if everybody's
It's all about
dead.
power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's resources.
Yeah, exactly.
It's what the money would have bought before you just stole it.
Yeah, exactly. Now it's just power, who you got with you. And
yeah. Do I have muscle? Did I steal it first? I take over a fucking gun range and have all their ammo? Like, people are going to want to barter with me, but they're not going to pay me. What am I going to use the American dollar for? There's no system.
It's history, okay? This was the American
that shit
dollar.
Is being burned for warmth.
This dollar was in a stripper's panties that Todd talked about in a previous episode.
What is on your mind, sir?
You're the one who talked about strippers in one of the episodes.
Like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. All it takes is talking about once.
Out of nowhere. Oh, no. Stripper. It's the one I tucked in.
All right. The next one is a knife. Pretty much that. They don't say guns or anything like that, but weapons in general, I feel like.
They never mention guns.
No.
What bullshit list is that?
Live science. Live science.
Okay, so are we on to number 3 here? I'm trying to think of what else there could be.
Well, the last 2 real quick.
Oh, you're going to
on miscellaneous.
Oh.
Rope.
Who needs bloody rope?
You always need fucking rope.
You need fucking rope. Oh, my stupid fucking rope.
Yeah.
Boondock Saints, everybody.
That's why I was like, I got to put that one in there because, it was a nice little nod to that. And then duct tape.
Okay.
It's smart.
Yeah, duct tape does. It's one of those like, it fixes everything.
Yeah.
I've had duct tape fail more often than I'd like to admit. And you're like, wow, it doesn't hold up to any sort of water.
No, it doesn't. Get any moisture in there and it's done.
It's worthless.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so let's move on to the last 2 categories.
So I've got shelter and miscellaneous taken care of.
Yeah, good job. Nice.
Man, I'm trying to think, like, would they go broad and say, like, numbers, like you need other people?
No.
Okay, so scratch that.
Fuck people. We know how that goes.
That's true. People become the source of all evil.
Yeah.
Let's go with transportation.
No, not transportation. Man, you're striking out here.
Okay, hold on. But there's not... I've got shelter.
Yeah.
Clothing.
No, not clothing.
Was that
Todd is striking out. Todd's dead. He's dead. He's over.
Okay, hold on.
He's doomsday prepping, and his tummy is grumbling.
Oh, food.
Yeah.
Well, I thought maybe it was a miscellaneous. We had kitchen appliances in there.
You had cooking supplies, yeah.
Yeah, okay. But not the actual food for it.
Exactly.
Okay. That makes sense. I need food.
Yeah, so canned food.
Is water considered part of that?
No, that's a whole nother category.
That's number 4?
Yep.
Jesus. Okay. These goddamn list writers.
So freeze-dried food and MREs.
Yep. Okay.
The main things you want to go for.
What does MRE stand for?
Shit. I saw it and now I'm drawing a blank on it. I don't know. Do you know?
Nope.
All right. It's military...
Ration.
Because it's yeah, military ration. They don't like it. It's so they just call it that.
Let me see.
Military ration.
Meals ready to eat.
Shit. We are so off, but we thought we were going somewhere with that military.
Really wanted to respect the military on that one.
Yeah. Well,
we tried. 2 different ways to look at that.
And the last thing is seeds. You might run out of food eventually, so you're probably gonna have to start growing your own food.
That shit's probably growing like wildfire anyway. At
and
this point.
They said best thing is potatoes.
Yeah,
because it's the best 1-to-1
How
ratio.
How did the Irish get through the famine? Potatoes.
Hey, potatoes are good.
Yeah, I like when I go to a restaurant and it says pick 2 sides. It's usually loaded baked potato and mashed potatoes.
No, well that's you. You're just picky.
I double dip.
No,
I just love mashed potatoes.
There's better stuff on the menu.
No, like broccoli and carrots in a cup steamed.
No, I'm talking like some crispy Brussels sprouts.
Brussels sprouts?
Crispy Brussels sprouts.
Yes. Well, what if it's not on the menu? Not many places have crispy Brussels sprouts on the menu.
Truffle mac and cheese.
Okay, we know we're talking about one specific restaurant now.
Yeah, but those are things that are on the menu. So you're saying you're going double mashed potatoes at that restaurant?
Not at that is a special occasion restaurant.
I just trying to get a feel for if it's all occasions.
No.
All right.
Well,
not all occasions.
Now that we got that established, guys, we can move on.
And you already got the last one, water.
I got water.
Yeah. So they go on here to say 8 drops of bleach to a gallon of water.
So you got to also get bleach.
And then make sure to wait like 10 minutes, it said, afterwards.
So is bleach in the miscellaneous?
No, it's just in the water category.
I guess you wouldn't be prepared if you read just the top category.
Well, the top category is food and water.
But not bleach.
No.
That's all I'm saying.
But food, yeah. If you just read the 4 categories in it, you're fucked.
What about the life straw? Have you ever seen those?
They mentioned about that in there as well.
The life straws were, people that don't know, it's a natural filter out of something that's like the size of large office pen or something.
Mm-hmm. And a novelty pen.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, basically. You know, ones where you turn it sideways and like the bathing suit would like cover up the girl, or like the mountain would move through the snow, like everything. But anyways, it's about that size, and you stick it right into a stream or anything, and you just drink straight from that. And it filters it into your mouth, so you actually don't get all the stuff that really wrecks everybody on those survival shows, or people that are stuck out there that drink the water, then they start puking diarrhea, they lose all their nutrients, and then they die. Yep. So this thing, saves you from that. So pick up a life water stick or whatever it's called. It's literally in RAIs and everything. Good to have on hand.
And then they have 1 gallon of Clorox can disinfect 3,000 gallons of water.
Oh, okay.
And then the last thing is, if there's any like solids in the water, use a shirt to strain out the solids.
Okay, I would like to keep a cheesecloth on hand for that.
Oh, cheese. Okay, all right. Well, not all of us have cheesecloths.
We all have Clorox.
Just because you're a baker doesn't mean shit, Todd. Okay.
Me, the baker, and the candlestick maker will survive an apocalypse.
I call bullshit on that. I give them, 3 days is what you need. Like what you can survive without water. So I give you 4 days.
So I would die from the water one first.
Yep.
That's unfortunate. Well, do you know what the actual technical term for doomsday preppers are? Because doomsday prep is just kind of like a fun novelty term. Yeah, it's the show. It's pretty obvious when you think about it.
I'm trying to think of like
survivalists.
Yeah, I guess that's all right. That's kind of a lame way to say it, but yeah, cool.
Man, yeah. I mean, aren't we all survivalists?
Maybe.
Every time I eat dinner, I'm surviving.
What are you surviving? What are you eating?
Life. I'm just trying to make it to the next day.
Okay. All right.
We're all surviving. The minute you're born, you're just dying, folks. Okay. Not to bring us up or anything.
Yeah, no kidding. Jeez, real Debbie Downer over here.
But survivalists, aka preppers, is the technical term of it. And they started in the 1980s. That term started to really kind of come about.
Okay.
And I don't know if
so what was going on in the 1980s?
Atomic. Probably we're talking about the Cuban Missile Crisis.
Okay, yeah.
Cold War, all of that. Kind of everybody started to think, well, shit, other places can just bomb us. we better be prepared because we don't have any warning for that.
So that's where all the underground shelters started coming from.
You start to get all those, I guess those were probably fallout shelters are back in the 50s, 60s and stuff from Atomic. But I think it kind of got more modernized where people are like, oh, some other superpowers have it. Because we pretty much had those bombs, and now everybody else had the technology to do it. And if we're getting our history really wrong, well, you listened.
I wouldn't put it past me to get that wrong.
But it did start kicking up in popularity in the 80s. But I mean, obviously, the shelters go back to the 50s, 60s. And these things are protecting from, gas attacks as well. Like the gas max. Bleh.
Max. Oh, cool. They had Max back then. Nice.
What does that mean?
Mac computers.
Oh, Max. Oh, I'm not thinking X over here. X going to give it to you.
Oh.
Well, I don't know. You guys stopped me dead in my tracks on that one. Hold on a second. So gas masks, all those from chemical warfare, people, you see that in a lot of old literature, even like old video games about that time are wearing those masks. It's like a big, aesthetic to be like, this is that time, and this is like tyranny. This is like kind of the symbolism for that because you have to be protected at all times. And then, so while the 80s had, Cold War and things like that, you know what we had in the 2000s?
I don't know.
Strictly 1999 to 2000.
Oh, the Y2K.
Yeah, we had the really scary Y2K because somebody put a number in a system wrong somewhere and it was going to shut down everything.
No, it wasn't because they put a number. It was just because they were afraid the computers couldn't handle all the zeros like at the end of 2000 or something. I don't know. It was something like that, I thought.
No, I thought it was because there was like a number system that wasn't... you know what? Probably both, right?
Yeah.
Everybody had a theory. But do you
We're
remember...
still here. We're alive.
We're here.
Yeah.
I remember cheering in the new year after that one. Do you remember stocking up on water and doing anything?
No, I remember actually Y2K, I had a toy that I had that was a bug.
For Y2K?
And you threw it against the wall and it made a glass shattering noise. I don't know. This is the only thing I remember of having. I don't know what it was for or anything like that.
Is this just a random toy you had at the time?
It might have been, but at the same time, I associated it with the Y2K. Maybe it was, the bug was like, oh, everyone's got the Y2K bug. And then it just shattered like glass because it was false. Maybe that's the whole thing behind it.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
does it fit?
No.
Damn.
Well, what happened just a year later and 20 years ago?
In 2001?
Yep.
September 11th.
That's right. A whole nother wave of survivalism kicked off right after that, of course. Everybody, you're attacked once, if you hear about a possibility of attack, everybody goes into anxiety, panic mode. And it's like justifiable especially if you were probably close to the area or, saw the towers, everything like, you're going to be like, well, if everybody's a target, I need to be prepared. And it kind of reminds me of, this is really Debbie Downer, but kind of like with mass shootings these days, like everybody's like, we have to have a plan. You got to arm this person, the teachers, everybody's got to have a thing. Like, it's always like, it's its own form of survivalism. Like we have to be prepared with guns and these responses if something happens here.
Yeah.
And so it's like, oh, cool. What a time to be alive. But you also have economic disasters, you have environmental disasters, hurricanes, earthquakes, things that have really, like tsunamis that have ravaged other places in recent times. And everybody's just, you're prepping for everything now. And I think it gets romanticized in a way, this prepping thing. That's why you got TV shows like Doomsday Preppers. And there's multiple shows about this stuff.
Oh, yeah, there is a bunch. So real quick, I did look up the rare original collectible stuffed Y2K bug toy.
Oh, now I got to see this.
And, it did exist, a little green bug with a black shirt.
That looks like the, what's that mascot? The green guy with the big nose. I
have no idea.
What's his name? Oh, the Philly Fanatic. That's what that bug looks like.
Okay.
Right?
Philly Fanatic? I don't know what the Philly Fanatic looks like. What sport?
The Phillies. Baseball.
What sport? I was like, that doesn't...
Baseball.
I don't really focus on baseball. So yeah, also going back to your September 11th, 2001, they actually, in the movie we're reviewing, they filmed one of the scenes on September 11th, 2001.
Oh, wow. And 28 days later?
Yeah, 28 days later. So they were in the UK while they're shooting. So
right. That's kind of, it's crazy how many things were happening so separately from that day. Like, obviously, a world-changing day occurred, and people have, documentation of just them living their lives elsewhere. Like, obviously, it's such like a stupid, obvious thing to say, but it is kind of weird that things were just like, oh, there's a production of this show going on right now, and things, life was going.
Oh, yeah, it definitely changed a lot there.
Okay, yeah, and so before we move off of survivalism, there is different projects, or I should say there are, for the grammarists out there, or those grammatists. Oh no, guys.
You're one of them.
I am one of them, but I failed. One of the things that I came up a lot was like biodome type things, like shelters that they build out. Yes, great movie, by the way. That is underrated. That is funny as shit. Probably doesn't hold up at all anymore. But anywho, there are biospheres that they started that a group wanted to build underground. Basically a condo that just goes down through the ground. So it's like multiple levels. It could be a second home if there's ever a fallout or a situation that recalls it.
Damn.
One called the Biosphere 2, also known as the Greenhouse Ark, was one of the most ambitious projects in communal isolation ever orchestrated. The 3-acre complex had 7 biomes under glass. In 1991, a crew of 4 men and 4 women locked themselves into it to see if they could survive in a closed system for 2 years.
They came out dead.
Well, it concluded with infighting among the scientists, malnutrition, and other social and environmental pitfalls.
Oh, shit.
Oh, no. I'm so sorry, guys. But how much do you think a penthouse down below would cost you?
Nowadays?
No, down in the ground. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nowadays, sure.
I'm going to go with like 12 million.
Ooh, cut it down from there. Not everybody's got 12 mil, but they do have 4.5.
Okay, 4.5 million?
Yep.
Hey!
I got that laying around, so we're fine, yeah.
Yeah.
A half-floor unit comes in at around 1.5 million. These are doomsteads instead of homesteads. They're doomsteads. Wow. Like, who wants to live in a You don't have to remind everybody.
No.
Oh, I'm in the doomstead level 3. Like, call it a homestead. Just call it a homestead. You know where you live. It's like I grew up on a trailer and I call it, I'm going to go back to the trailer. No, I'm going home. Like, you don't have to mention where you live every time you talk about it.
No, you don't. And on top of it, you're paying so much money for this doomstead to where we already discussed when it comes to doomsday and it hits, it's all about the power. It's not about the money.
That's true.
So someone's like, I want that.
Yep.
And they got more power than you? Guess what?
Yeah, if you have those aforementioned guns and knives, you're going to get that bunker.
Yeah.
Unless you have a really good bunker's door, then it should work, right? One should outweigh the other.
Todd, I'm sorry. Did you say henchmen? Hench people.
Hench people. I am so sorry.
Yeah, come on. We went over this. Actually, you are the one that tried to correct me on this.
I apologize, hench people. I am so sorry. Where do you think the largest community of bunker preppers are right now?
New Mexico.
Ooh, no, close.
Nevada?
Go up.
Utah?
To the right.
Colorado? Wait.
Up again.
Wyoming.
Up one more.
God damn it. Is it Montana? Is that up? No. What's above?
Go left.
Idaho?
I'm going to go right. We'll get here.
Okay, whose geography is bad? Mine or yours?
I don't know where you started. Go right again.
Dakota?
Oh, one. Well, which one?
North?
Go
south.
Down. Okay, south. We're there. You went north before you went to the south?
Well, you said go right. I was like, okay, I said Dakota. And
Where's
you're like,
Idaho?
which Dakota? Well, Idaho's to the left.
If I'm looking to you or away from you?
Huh?
I'm looking this way.
I'm imagining I'm looking at the map. That's what I'm imagining.
Yeah, I am too. But you went like in a big question mark around.
Well, I started out in... I don't know.
Guys, it's South Dakota.
Okay, no, here, go left, wait.
We're just Americans. You want us to know geography? Please. There's a bunch of Europeans that know our geography way better than we do. Good for you guys. But yeah, there are multiple residents. 575 bunkers are now becoming it says the largest prepper community on Earth in the Great Plains. And each of these concrete bunkers that are empty right now go for $25,000 to $35,000.
What happens if your sub pump goes out?
Well,
you'll flood and die.
Yeah, that's there's got to be a safety feature for that, right?
Where does it drain? What's the backup? Another sub pump?
Yeah, you just put it in your neighbor's bunker. You want to be the first bunker on the block. Set it up before they even move in.
You want to be the top bunker, right?
Ooh, the top bunk. Yeah, you sleep in the top bunk. Yeah, you do. Well, you're closer to the fallout. If you have raiders come in.
Yeah, middle. I guess you want the middle, maybe?
Yeah, you can always escape lower, but you also have a lot of warning above.
Yeah, okay, well, middle bunk.
A lot of stairs, though, because what if the elevator fails? You probably can't have an elevator back down there, right? Unless you have one hell of a generator.
No, maybe it's like those...
Pull trolley ones?
Yeah, like Yep.
That's all you got. Yep.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of like the little pool like in the mansions.
Yeah. A dumbwaiter.
Yeah.
Yep.
Something like that.
Really rude name.
It is.
I mean, I know your waiter's supposed to carry it down. You wouldn't have to call them dumb just because they're a box. Dumbwaiter, never played in one. Heard about it, saw it in some shows. Not for me.
Okay. Not for Todd.
And that ends our Doomsday Prep mini conversation. All right, now we're moving on to what, Nate?
Well, if you're prepping for a Doomsday, we already kind of discussed it. What if we're prepping for zombies?
Oh, we're doing zombies before hospitals.
Yeah.
Okay.
No? Do you want to do hospitals first?
I thought we were, but we can go zombies.
All right. I just figured the segue worked.
So what are we doing?
We're doing zombies.
Okay. Let's roll right in. What do you got for zombies?
So zombies, it's a little bit about Marvel.
Oh, Marvel zombies. Well, zombies is personal opinion. It has no facts based on it. So.
All right. Yeah, so I got a thing about Marvel, the zombies.
Okay.
So back in 1973, Marvel came out with a comic. Well, it wasn't a comic, actually. It was a magazine they came out with their parent company, Magazine Management.
Oh, that sounds very fun.
Right? Yeah.
I'm going to go read Comic Book Management.
So, well, they came out with it, and it was called Tales of the Zombie.
Okay.
Right? You're intrigued. I know you are.
I'm yes.
Okay.
I was trying to think of a zombie pun. There are none.
Well, during this time, they had the Comics Code Authority that was out, which...
CCA?
They stopped comics from producing vampires, werewolves, zombies in the comics because they didn't see it fit for readers, young readers, or anything like that.
Right.
So the way out of it was they put it in a magazine. It was a loophole that they could work around because a magazine wasn't a comic book.
Oh, wow.
So therefore, you could get through it and do mature reading stuff.
That's a matter of phrasing right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Going through the magazine, they didn't have to have any issues with it. But Marvel actually held the trademark for zombie in 1973 when it came out.
Oh, okay.
They filed for the term in 1973 and then finally got approved in 1975.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the series...
What was the holdup?
Huh? I don't know. I've never had anything trademarked, so I don't know.
Lazy administration.
All right. There you go.
Fixed it.
So the series had a 10-issue course or 10-magazine run. They ended up losing the trademark in 1996 when a request to have it canceled was approved.
Wow. So they got cancel cultured immediately.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not immediately. 1995 to 1996. No,
but like once the idea came up to cancel them.
Yeah.
Like it happened.
It was just, I think, because it was such a vague, like, thing of zombies.
Right.
Of how do you really trademark something like that?
Just a concept. Yeah.
Yeah. So I
do like Marvel Zombies. Those are always the funnest stories.
Yeah, it's a little offshoot, and they actually recently had a What If episode on it.
Oh, I need to catch up on the What Ifs.
So, well, sorry, spoiler for you.
Well, I knew there was a zombie episode.
Okay.
And everybody in the pod now knows, though, so not to spoil it for me.
No. I mean, the title's called What If Zombies.
That's fair.
So
if you're scrolling through, you're going to see that.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I always like those, and one of my favorite video game moments, Red Dead Redemption 1.
Okay.
After you beat the game, they came out with a DLC called Undead Nightmare, and it was the open world of the Wild West, and you all of a sudden you showed up and zombies were taking over the land. Everything was dark. You had to get torches to light them on fire to kill the zombies. You could get the 4 horses of the apocalypse and ride them around. Damn. It was one of the best expansions like that. To this day, it's one of the greatest ever. I always want them to make another Undead Nightmare. And like everybody, all your favorite characters are like getting mauled by zombies and turning into them, and you're just escaping hordes through towns. It's super good.
I never got big into Red Dead Redemption, but I mean, the concept sounds really cool to where they're doing a whole changeover on the entire game. It's not just like you walked into this city and then it's all zombies here, but it's the entire game.
No, the entire game. Yeah.
No, that's awesome.
It's so much like this is a little off topic, but yeah, you can find like the rare unicorn out there and different like Chupacabra was out there all of a sudden. Like they invented all these different.
So they really threw in some shit. Everything. They're like, you know what? This sounds fun. Let's do it. Let's fucking get it to work.
Yep. Because you could do like the Bigfoot. You could find Bigfoot in the family and like and had sad sack Bigfoot talking to him. Like, dude,
it sounds like Rockstar.
Yeah, big open world, like just detail. Whoa. I'm playing through the after credit kind of stuff for Red Dead number 2 right now, and it's just, dude, that's my game recommendation, everybody. If you're gonna start a video game, do a Red Dead Redemption. You'll see the wonder that is video games in that.
Well, I never got into it, but you know.
Yeah, he's we all know he's an exception, guys.
I'm always the exception. All right.
Well, going back to zombies, I guess.
Yeah.
Do you know what the origin of zombies is?
The origin of zombies. I want to say it was actually because someone put a voodoo spell on you.
It's like on some person.
Yeah.
Well, no, I think that actually comes up to later. There's some voodoo ties to zombies a little bit later, but they do say that the ancient Greeks may have been one of the first groups to fear the undead. Archaeologists have unearthed many ancient graves that contain skeletons pinned to the ground by rocks and other heavy objects because they're afraid that they would get back up.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's kind of cool. Zombie folklore has been around for centuries, and Haiti kind of started that. Yeah, that's kind of the origination for a lot of that 17th century.
Talking the guy with the blue hair fire.
Hades?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay. All right. Damn.
Well, on a much sadder note for this, they believe that zombies is a metaphor for slavery.
Okay.
Yeah, because the as they put it, the brutal conditions left slaves in Haiti longing for freedom. According to some reports, the life, or rather afterlife, of a zombie represented the horrific plight of slavery. Which, I mean, that makes sense. Everything's kind of connected to something in real life, and I could see that being a...
Well, yeah, it's one of those, like, when you played phone in school, like, you started off with one thing, and then by the end of the chain, it was a completely different fucking story.
Oh, playing telephone, yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of like that of... There's some truth to legends or myths or whatever is out there.
They say like every lie is started on a nugget of truth.
Yeah.
Like, or everything, like it's got something in there that sparked it into reality. Do you know when the first movie containing zombies would have shown up?
1973.
No, you are wrong.
Damn.
Go before that. This isn't an American geography one. This is just go before.
1969.
1697. You weren't going to get there very soon.
What?
Literature.
1697.
Spirits or ghosts, not cannibalistic fiends.
You said movie, right?
Yeah.
1697?
Well, okay. Not movies. Well, like literature.
Okay. I was like,
I'll
what the fuck? No, you don't get to correct that.
Well, no, because I read the sentence before that. I'll go to the movie one first, and then I'll say the literature shit. Okay. No, 1932.
Okay.
Is the release of White Zombie, and that is, it's the film scene. It said around the same time, the monster peers of Frankenstein and Dracula. That's when White Zombie came out, and then obviously Night of the Living Dead, directed by George Romero, the king of zombie culture, brought out his movie in 1968. Did I say 1968 already?
No.
Well, cool, guys, we're all on track.
All right.
Yeah, so that had all the new special effects to use with zombies and kind of like commercialize them to like, this is what zombies look like, this is what they do, and everybody's since then really emulated Romero.
Yeah.
But actually, if you go even further, they believe that zombies started in literature as far back as 1697.
Okay.
Where they were kind of around the same thing as spirits or ghosts, and that kind of idea. So yeah, they've been around for a long time, but then you've got big productions of zombies. Now, zombies are the biggest crave.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're massive. It's anywhere you go in media, it's there.
Walking Dead obviously is a huge franchise.
That's one that really made it big, but they don't even call it zombies in Walking Dead.
They avoid that term like they've never seen it in their own continuity. Yeah. It's kind of bizarre. They never mention them.
No, they don't. So I've never seen the show. I know the comic and all that a little bit, but it just, I guess I never got into it.
They call them walkers.
Yeah.
They call them, I honestly don't remember any other fucking names.
All right, walkers. They call them walkers and that's it.
And then at one point, I believe Rick says, "We are the Walking Dead." Like the humans are now the Walking Dead type thing.
Oh, man.
Spoiler alert.
I'm glad I haven't stuck that show out at all.
It's fallen off. But you also have World War Z.
Yep.
And that kind of has zombie-like characteristics of 28 Days Later.
Yeah.
Fast zombies versus slow zombies. And we should get into the difference.
Oh, there's good zombies. And it's nice to see those different zombies. Because, like, I guess video games, you get more of zombies, but there's the different types, like the different levels of zombies.
Right. A lot of new media uses the new zombies.
Yeah.
Like Zombieland, fast zombies. iZombie, fast zombies. These things that are like capable of awareness and almost have some sort of idea of where they need to go and they can stop if they don't see something. Whereas Night of the Living Day, Dawn of the Dead. Did I say day?
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah.
Night of the Living Dead and then Dawn of the Dead. They have the slow, rambling zombies.
Yeah.
That are... I would survive that apocalypse. Would I survive a fast zombie apocalypse? Odds are probably not, because I'm going to trip at some point. They're going to eat me. The slow ones, I'm really walking backwards with a broomstick, and I'm just poking them. I'm just pushing them down.
You're going to die then still.
No, they're not getting me.
I'm poking them with the broomstick. I'm not even going for the kill. I'm just I'm fucking with them.
I'm just creating a little
until you back up into one and...
Okay, I'm not those characters in every movie that back up into zombies in a zombie world.
But you're just talking about poking with a broomstick.
But I would walk forward, turn around, give him a little poke, and keep walking. Like I'm not walking backwards the whole time. So, do you think you would die in a zombie apocalypse?
I feel like I have a good chance.
Why?
I mean, I got good cardio going.
Okay. Oh, this is Zombieland rules.
I guess. I mean, there's partially that. There's some truth to that.
No, you're not wrong.
So I'm aware of stuff kind of going on. I feel like.
Are you?
I could last a good amount of time as long as I find good people. I feel like my demise is going to be humans themselves.
That tends to be every media's turn with zombies. Is it always starts with a zombie outbreak, and then it really turns out it's humans v humans.
Yep.
The zombies just become a background. Like even in The Walking Dead, they're just kind of there.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, okay, like a decade in, those zombies have starved to death. They're not moving around anymore. Like the fact everybody's aware of them, even if one person turns, you're going to kill them. You're not doing a huge outbreak. So it becomes unrealistic after a certain number of years that zombies would still be moving around.
Yeah.
Where would be the first place you go to escape a zombie apocalypse? If you had a car and if you didn't have a car.
If I had a car and I didn't have a car. I guess it's hard to say because, like, even if I had a car, what are the roads going to look like? How much am I going to be able to drive?
Let's just pretend you can drive because I said you could have a car.
So wide open roads.
Yep.
Damn, that's nice.
Even Zombieland had wide open roads.
Kind of.
Every now and then they have to weave out of the highway and go back on it. Yeah. Especially out here in the middle of this area, you wouldn't have cars congested.
Honestly, I think it would just be a matter of getting hold of friends and family first and then getting a plan going from there.
Well, I get that. Where would you go if you had everything set? Where would you go, for the love of God? What kind of shelter would you prefer?
I'd probably go for the mountains.
Okay. See, that's the smart answer, I think.
Yeah. So I'm hoping...
Are zombies hiking?
Well, there's that, but also get the high ground. We all know that.
Yep.
But how do zombies do in the cold? Like,
exactly.
It gets a little cooler up in the mountains, so...
Their biology still has to work like ours.
Yeah.
So it shuts down, it starves.
Mm-hmm.
They would freeze, limbs would break off. They're going to get caught on trees. They're not going to be able to cross rivers.
No,
They get swept away.
My biggest concern, though, going to the mountains then all of a sudden is, all right, zombies, they're going to affect the animals up there. Am I dealing with zombie bears and zombie mountain lions?
Usually animals are immune from these attacks.
Sometimes.
I know Resident Evil animals are infected with it as well.
Yeah. So it just depends. It's a gamble.
But I still think I'd rather deal with some maybe zombie animals rather, because they would eat each other at some point. They'd all be going after each other.
But do zombies go after zombies?
That's the thing. Why don't they? But how would you infect an animal if they don't go after the animals? Like, what? Are they going after everything living?
Yeah.
So then I don't know how that's...
I guess if we ever had a zombie outbreak, we'd be sitting here discussing what's going on, and then that's how we die. They'd bust in here.
What I would do is if I couldn't leave a city, I would go to a skyscraper, right? As long as you got the generator or like an elevator or something like that. If you could just keep one elevator working out of all of them. Zombies can't use elevators.
Okay, yeah, they can't.
They're not going to use the stairs because let's say you just blow up the fucking stairs. You just blow out an entire wing so they can't even climb up any stairs. You just use the elevator the whole time.
Yeah, but that sounds miserable for you. I know you and how you deal with elevators.
I know, I get a little woozy. But
so you're dead. You're screwed.
I'm not going to be woozy.
You go down the elevator and you're just walking off all woozy trying to get supplies.
My body would adjust. Okay? It's not like I fall over woozy. I feel a little like, oh, that's weird. But I'm not like falling over dying, right? God. I've been in plenty I'm fine. My brain juices, they jiggle around in the elevator. I don't know what's going on, right? If your doctor explained this to me. Equilibrium doesn't work in elevators. And coming back to the idea that people don't reference zombies in zombie movies. Like, they've never seen it. Like, how do you feel about that kind of shtick? And I guess back to tropes, we usually get into tropes. The idea that, like, in The Walking Dead or even like World War Z or things like they never say like, oh, people are zombies now. They just never use the word. They act as if Night of the Living Dead never existed or none of that media happened. So nobody's prepared for it.
There's some fanboy out there that knows about it, but of course I don't understand why they stray away from it. Is it like a bad omen in filmmaking, or they
to reference yourself?
Yeah, well, to reference it or something like that, where
Well, none of them do it. Like, you have even like ones with vampires and everything. Like, oh, actually, vampires are kind of referenced. That's probably a bad example because even like Lost Boys and stuff, they'll say like it's a fucking vampire. Like, people know.
I mean, the only movie I can think of that has vampires that don't reference that they're vampires is I Am Legend.
Right.
So
that's true. What did Zombieland reference zombies as a thing in their world?
Yes, I want to say they did.
Like, we knew that zombies could be a thing?
Yeah, I feel like it fits in that.
But did they?
They called it Zombieland.
That's fair. They never reference it, though, but that's fair.
Yeah.
They're not like, oh, we live in Zombieland now, but that's fucking fair.
Yeah.
Okay. No, yeah. You might be more up on your Zombieland knowledge. I didn't like number 2, to be fair.
I enjoyed both of them.
Yeah, you would.
They're good movies.
Number 2 is not great.
It's not the best, no, but it's a good watch.
Compared to number 1?
Number 1 was great. Number 2 is good.
Did you ever watch Black Summer on Netflix?
No.
That was Fast Zombies as well.
Okay.
That one was fine. Did you ever play Zombie U?
No, Zombie U? I did not play that. That was that good. Real time of you got to pull out the Wii pad.
Yep.
And
open up your bag.
Wait, does anybody know what a Wii U is even?
Oh, God. That's the last Nintendo system I owned.
Yeah. That was the one before the Switch.
Yep. Before they stopped making anything for the Wii U. Oh, God. Mm-hmm. But it was a really good concept. So if you do end up getting, like, go buy a cheap Wii U, get Zombie U. If you die as your character, you immediately get sent back to like the prep station or whatever, where there's other people with bags. You can go find your body, grab your resources that you had, and see yourself where you were killed.
I think Zombie U became available on like the PlayStation.
Well, then look that shit up, guys.
So,
but the Wii U pad was really fun because you did have to open up your survival bag in real time. You had to unlock things in real time. So if zombies behind you, it didn't pause the game if you open up your pad to do something.
Yeah, I think it gives you that extra, like, you can look at your pad while on the screen they're coming at you.
Oh, gotcha.
But you'd still real time in PlayStation of like, it just pulls up the menu probably.
It covers up your...
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. No, yeah, so that... Zombies, again, just to finish that off, they're in every piece of literature, but I think I would survive a slow one because they can't use stairs, they can't open doors, they have no real function. If you cover yourself in guts, they seem to not be able to find you. The rules are wonky.
How fast do you survive in a fast one?
Oh, probably not very fast. I'm going to get stuck trying to get through a door with people trampling everybody. I'm just going to get bit, and it's going to be like, well, thanks, guys.
Okay.
You just Molotov the whole place and call it good.
Yeah.
Rain like a living god. Which brings us to our next one.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, did you have a better transition for us?
Fuck you. I had a great one earlier.
Pretend like it's fresh, Nate.
No. It's all you on this one, all right? I segued into zombies, so you got to segue into fucking hospitals.
I mean, yeah, if I was going to live like a king, I would go take over a hospital. I've got plenty of rooms. I've got multiple stories. I've got first aid. I've got medical experts there, hopefully still alive.
Yeah. So I guess we'll talk about hospitals.
Yeah. And real quick, I say most, 2 different zombie big franchises start with somebody in a coma in a hospital bed waking up to the apocalypse having already happened.
Yeah.
Walking Dead and 28 Days Later.
Okay. We'll talk about one of those later.
Yes, we will. Very soon.
Walking Dead.
Oh, no. So that brings us to hospitals. Nate, what do you got for hospitals?
Well, you ever, like... So obviously you've been to a hospital probably, right?
Oh, no.
No? Wow.
I'm an Adonis.
Okay.
Do you know what that is?
Nope.
The perfect human specimen.
All right, Adam Warlock. A lying piece of shit.
Oh, I like Adam Warlock.
But have you ever, like, I guess, been admitted to the hospital as a patient?
Yes.
Okay. How was your experience there?
It was fine.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah. They were really nice.
Yeah? How long were you there?
Oh, just hours. I've never been there overnight.
Okay. Right on.
Why? What was your experience? How long were you there?
I was there for a week.
Oh, okay. That's a long-ass time.
Yeah, it was a good amount of time, and I was in 4th grade at the time.
Oh, shit.
So.
That's got to be scary.
Yeah, kind of, I guess. But there was one night I got in trouble.
Were you trying to find the people getting the sponge baths?
No.
Okay.
I was in 4th grade. That moment. Ew, kissing's gross.
Oh, that is still gross.
Yeah.
I was thinking of George in Seinfeld.
Oh. Just started watching that. It's back on Netflix.
There you go. Yeah, all seasons, guys.
Yeah.
All season Netflix, Seinfeld.
Yep. But no, I was in the hospital and I just didn't sleep that night. And so I got bored and I crawled out of my bed onto my wheelchair and wheeled myself to the little gaming room area they had.
There's a game room?
Yeah, they had an air hockey table in there. There was like a little N64 hooked up and all that.
Oh, were you by yourself?
Yeah.
Like nobody else was in the room with you?
No one else was in the room with me.
Oh, so you couldn't play air hockey, but you could play the 64.
Oh, I was still playing air hockey because I was like, I want to play with someone.
Oh, no.
It was
That's
a sad
the
air
saddest
hockey.
story
Yeah.
ever.
Well, I got yelled at by a nurse because she came in. What the hell are you doing? She freaked out on me.
Ooh.
Not a cool nurse. She didn't sit there and I'll play some air hockey with you. She was like, get back in your fucking bed. And so I was like, well, fuck, this sucks.
You said, well, fuck this sucks, and wheeled out.
Well, this sucks. Oh, fuck.
Oh, fucking shit, guys.
Yeah, so that really just...
Wheels, get back in your room.
Yeah, not fun dealing with that. I was like, well, I guess I'll just fucking lay in my bed and that's it. So, yeah, that was my hospital story.
Oh, wow. Okay,
I mean...
well, you got yelled at by a nurse.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're supposed to have good bedside manner.
Yeah, what's up with that?
I don't know.
There's good ones out there.
That's true. There are some good nurses out there. Few and far between, am I right, guys?
All right, you're going to die for sure.
Oh,
They're
no.
like, fuck this guy. Don't take care of him.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Maybe just cut that out. No, there's really good nurses out there. For sure. I respect nurses way more than I respect doctors. I think we've talked about this on a previous episode.
We have talked about this, but...
I still respect doctors, but
Yeah.
they're just very... And I guess they have to be. They're very transactional.
Yeah. They got to get in, make sure their patient's taken care of.
Yeah, they're seeing a lot of different people.
Yeah.
So are nurses, but doctors are more like, I have to sign off on everything. I have to make sure I cover this, and get out.
Exactly.
But still.
So kind of some of the stuff I looked up on hospitals is just random stories
Okay.
of people in the hospital. And first one is pants on fire.
Liar, liar, pants on fire?
Guy comes into the emergency room department via ambulance with burns on his lower extremities. His shoes are charred and the bottom of his pants are definitely burned away, but his skin isn't so bad. He has been trying to use a propane-powered weed burner in his yard.
Oh, Jesus.
So I'm thinking of like a flamethrower.
Yeah.
And things
That would be a good zombie deterrent.
Yeah. And things got a little out of control. I smelled alcohol in his breath, and I asked the guy if he had been drinking, and he looked me directly in the eye and said, no. I got drunk just standing next to him. It was once in a lifetime setup. I couldn't help myself. As straight-faced and professionally as possible, I said, sir, liar, liar, pants on fire.
Oh, Jesus.
Todd, have you ever been set up so perfectly that you just had to do one of those cheesy jokes?
I wouldn't call it cheesy, but a once-in-a-lifetime moment did occur to me. We were at a little vintage arcade con in the local area, and it's at a bigger events ranch where there's different buildings for different shows. And Nate and I were leaving, I think, to go get lunch or something.
Yeah.
Just for the day. I don't know. We were leaving the building, and a car pulls up, and the passenger gets out, and it's a lady.
I thought you just rolled down the window.
No, she got out.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. She got out, walked up to us, and said, hey, do you guys know where the gun show is? Now, I don't know if anybody has ever been set up for the goddamn gun show thing, unironically, but I wasn't going to let that pass. So I looked at her and I said, yeah, right here. And I put up the guns and I flexed and looked at my biceps. Didn't say anything else. I believe she kind of looked like, what the fuck just
There was
happened?
a look of disgust, like, I'm being fucking serious, and this guy's making a fucking joke.
So Nate answered her, I believe. She said thank you. She got in her car and they drove away. And that was all that I was ever spoke to her about.
I mean, it was such a good setup. I think it's one of those, if you got the setup, you got to take it.
Yeah, if you have to take it, guys.
Yeah.
What are you doing if you don't? That's a once in a lifetime moment.
Yeah. So yeah, I felt like that story was kind of important to
tangential.
Yeah.
Well, not in a great segue. Do you know what the earliest documentation of hospital culture is?
No.
It is ancient Egyptian temples.
You know what? I was thinking that.
Were you?
I was. Oh, man.
You didn't say it.
Yeah, and just like everyone else when they think of an answer, like, I was thinking that.
Right. So he was
bullshitting.
really thinking over here about, he's like, oh, did I wipe today?
Clearly, I'm not thinking that because Todd's thinking that right now.
Hold on, let me think.
Yeah.
I did. I'm good, guys. No, it says in ancient history, hospitals have been documented in Greece, Rome, the Indian subcontinent, and Persia. And of course, in ancient cultures, religion and medicine were linked. Because you can't have healthcare without God Almighty. Hate to offend all of my religious friends, but God ain't curing you. It's the medicine.
Yeah.
Get vaccinated. Okay. I drew the line in the sand in episode 9, Nate.
Yeah.
If you want to edit that out, that's on you. But yeah, so it goes back pretty fucking far. Ancient Egyptian. I mean, that makes sense. They're the culture everybody says aliens helped out to build their goddamn pyramids and stuff. So
yeah.
It's definitely a civilization that was really ahead of its time, but also had tens of thousands of slaves that they could get to just do all their work for them. So they had a lot of time to figure shit out.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. Again, every culture has a really dark way it got powerful. So
oh yeah.
That's where the earliest ones came from. Tell me another story before I give you another fact over here.
All right, so we got another one that's called a YouTube tutorial.
YouTube tutorial. Oh, is this Mason jar guy?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Guys, don't Google that. Don't Google that. Don't. Nate, cut this out of the pod. No one needs to see that.
All right. I don't even know what that is, actually.
Think about a dude, a mason jar, and it breaking in something.
Oh, he could fit that in his mouth?
I wish.
All right.
Don't look it up, guys. This is the days of 2 girls, 1 cup type stuff. Okay?
Yeah, man. I'm glad I never saw that.
Yeah, I remember it.
Huh, good for you.
It's burned into my retinas.
Good for you.
Yeah, good for me. And everybody, I always watch this. It was a group activity. We all watch it together, and then we all want to puke our guts out. Anyway.
All right. When I went to the ER to have a painful ingrown toenail removed, I was sobbing, gagging, petrified, the works. But my doctor knew how to calm me down. Don't worry about a thing, he assured me. I just looked up how to perform this operation on YouTube.
Oh, no. That's actually way worse.
Yeah.
They were legit serious?
I hope not.
I hope that's one of those, like, bedside jokes. Like,
yeah,
just kidding.
Bedside joke to ease the pain, I guess.
Right. Or,
but,
they mark the wrong leg for amputation by as, like, a joke. Like, just kidding. They erase it. Like, don't fuck with me like that.
I don't think I would take that as a joke. If I'm getting a leg amputated.
I mean, there's been people that have woken up.
Just kidding.
There's been plenty of stories of people that get the wrong appendage amputated.
Well, yeah, I know that happens, but like as a joke though, someone coming through putting the dotted line on the wrong leg, what are you doing? I fucking feel that marking, you idiot. They're like, oh, whoops, my bad. That was just a joke. That's a terrible fucking joke.
And I would question whether they were joking.
Yeah.
It's always a joke when you mess up the amputation leg. Oh God. Well, accidents happen. A lot of money is spent on healthcare. In the hospital system. How much do you think the U.S. spent on healthcare?
In a certain year?
Let's just a couple years, in the last couple years. Let's say 2019.
Okay, so 2019.
Yep.
In a year, they spent...
It was the highest, I believe, ever.
I'm going to go with 10 billion.
10 billion?
Yeah.
Oh, son.
I thought it's much higher.
Sweet summer child. 3.8 trillion.
Oh man, I was way off.
You were way off. Yeah, that it is it grew. Healthcare spending grew 4.6% in 2019. As a share of the nation's gross domestic product, health spending accounted for 17.7%. Almost 18% of all spending was just trying to get healthcare.
That's crazy.
Whew. It's just the news is just bad, guys. It's just bad. I do have my own stories of ER issues. And have you ever seen those shows like accident ERs or ER stories and everything? Those are fucking crazy. And if even though half of those are true and not made up for sensationalized TV, then
right.
I never want to go into an ER ever.
No.
I have gone into ER to get stitches.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
I was at a Ben Folds 5 concert.
Mm-hmm.
And I had eaten...
You got in a fight.
I wish my stories were cooler.
Damn.
I at the Fillmore in Colorado. And the Fillmore, there's no air circulation. Guys, work on fans or some sort of
They've
system.
renovated it since then.
Oh,
It's
thank
much
God.
nicer there.
Thank God, because it was like a cave.
Yeah.
And none of the fans up on the roof were there. So when people smoke, and people smoke like crazy inside still, obviously, whether it's pot or regular cigarettes or anything, like it's just filled. And so I was already kind of like getting a little lightheaded from that, but I hadn't eaten anything all day because I'm an idiot. I hadn't drank anything all day because I'm an idiot. And I was like, guys, I'm going to go get some water. And so I go up to the side area. I go to the bar and I go, can I get a bottle of water? I remember them handing me the water. I remember reaching out to give them my money. Next thing I know, I'm waking up and there's a bunch of strangers looking at me.
Oh, damn.
And I'm like, what? What? Where am I? What's going on? And they're like, are you okay? Da-da-da. And my chin is busted open. I'm bleeding. And apparently, my eyes rolled in the back of my head, and my head just went slammed down on the bar counter.
Oh.
Just hit right on the edge, and I just and then my head just flew back, and I hit the ground. And so the EMTs took me out back. They gave me kind of like gauzed it up a little bit, and they're like, you have to go to the emergency room. And I was like, okay, well, after the concert. And so like, they're like, but we want to keep an eye on you, so you can go sit up here. I got to sit in the special section right next to the stage. So I got to look down at my friends that were in the concert in the crowd and be like, I
knew you always look down on your friends.
What? I would never.
You just fucking said, I look down on my
Literally,
friends.
Not emotionally, figuratively. No, but I was literally up on the side of the stage with the people in the wheelchairs and special accommodations. So I was right there for a front row VIP spot for Ben Folds playing the piano and Rufus Wainwright that came out. Turned out to be pretty good. Then I went to the emergency room late at night and got stitched up.
Oof. Well, I mean, it's a pretty decent story. You didn't get in a fight. I feel like, I don't know if it's just, being older age, I'm like, fuck that. I don't want to get in a fight at a concert.
Right. Well, because you spent all the money on the concert too, and you ruined it for other people. It doesn't make any sense. I'm just there to enjoy the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I do have a problem with passing out. One time when I was, and these are 2 times I actually didn't go to the hospital, but the first time only I knew about it. I was getting ready. I had gotten my left ear pierced back in middle school. I thought it was cool.
Look, this guy, he's real cool. I'm just kidding.
rebel.
I did it too.
Yeah. And I remember looking into the mirror and I was like, ooh, it's kind of sore. And I touched it and there was a sharp pain. Next thing I know, I woke up on my bathroom floor. My mom was knocking on the door saying, are you ready for school? And I was like, I got up and I was like, yeah, I never told her what happened. I went to school. I took the earring out and never put it back in.
Is this a first time her hearing this story today?
Maybe. I don't know, honestly.
Oh, no.
Mother, turn off the pod. So that's why I never wore the earring ever again. And then...
Can I get a count real quick how many times Mother, turn off the pod has happened with you? It's a lot.
I don't want to talk about it. And then the one time my mother does know about, I went to my friend's house. It was cold outside. I was already sick. Like, I think I had a cold and I was lightheaded, but I was like, dude, my friends are in the garage hanging out. Like, I'm going to go talk. And so I brought my mountain bike and I was standing next to them. They were sitting in 2 camping chairs in the garage and I was just sitting on my bike on the seat still. And I remember thinking, I should probably go home. And I think I was like in the middle of a sentence or something. They could explain this better, but I looked over at the door to leave. And I remember just like the black spots start showing up in my vision. Next thing I know, I woke up and I'm looking up at my friend's mom and them, when they're just like, "What? Hold on, just stay still. You know where you're on." I was like, "What just happened?" And I had just apparently just fell backwards off my bike onto the concrete. Like, I have a habit of passing out when I don't take care of myself. So
got it. So
yeah. So go to the hospital. I did not go to the hospital for that one. It was just like, eat some soup and stay inside. What are you doing?
Yeah.
So that was the old medicine.
Okay. Yeah. Make sure you're eating food and drinking water.
Yes.
Well, speaking of stories with hospitals and all, do you have any favorite hospital TV shows? I know you like Grey's Anatomy every now and then.
Oh, fuck that shit. McDreamy and McSteamy, I think. That's all I know about it. I know Isaiah Washington had a fight with Katherine Heigl and she left the show.
Yeah.
That's what I know about Grey's.
I don't know shit about Grey's Anatomy.
I used to watch, actually, I have a list here. Let me look it up. It's a list of like a bunch of shows that a real doctor said, like, here's based on like medical accuracy.
Okay. All right.
Lower on the list, we have Doogie Howser, MD.
Okay.
Do you remember that one?
I remember. I never saw it.
Neil Patrick Harris as a teenage doctor. So shocking, it didn't have very much accuracy.
Okay.
Royal Pains is pretty low on the list, so I think that's some old European doctor action. Nurse Jackie gets higher up on the list. That's with Edie Falco, I believe.
Okay.
She's really good. She's from
I heard that one was
Sopranos.
good. Good, like, drama.
Yeah. Grey's Anatomy is actually decently high on the list. Beating that is Scrubs.
Yeah. That's what I like to hear. Scrubs, that's definitely a top show of mine.
Yep, there you go. Yeah, you do love Scrubs. House MD comes in at number 3 of his favorites.
Okay.
So we said he obviously, House was reckless and everything he did, of course.
Yeah.
He also had, so they had some pretty good scientific writers for that, like real professionals that would help them write the episodes. To be like, this is what
it's always nice.
Is kind of technically true.
Yeah.
The Good Doctor, the new show, is high at number 2. Do you ever see The Good Doctor?
No, I know someone who hates it.
Oh, sounds like a real nag.
No.
Doubling down, baby. But the number 1 show, and I know people love it, ER. George Clooney's breakout down in there.
All right.
It says that is, they're actually based on real stories. So that makes sense. Like, you're using real facts to build out your stories. So, no, I do like some medical drama ones. I think House gave me a very weird complex of like everything is a disease. Like you watch a House episode and somebody starts with like, oh, I have a throbbing in my left weenus, which is your elbow. And then you go, I know it's weenus. I have a throbbing there. And you'd go, oh my God, I have a throbbing. It turns out like they have some horrible rare disease. And you're like, oh, Jesus. Oh, no. So House is, if you're a hypochondriac, do not watch any medical shows.
What about Scrubs? I feel like that's a good one.
But that's funny. There's a musical in that one. I don't think that's accurate.
I don't know. I feel like there's some accuracy in there.
No, there's definitely some accuracy, but I liked the Michael J. Fox one where he's OCD and he couldn't stop. Yeah. That was really good. Brendan Fraser in there.
Brendan Fraser was a really good one as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was, Just watch it.
For sure. That's a good binge. Don't do the new one, obviously, the new season.
Yeah, don't do season 9. Stop after season 8. Perfect. That's all you need.
All right, so that brings us to our feature where we'll be bringing in our guest here. So you guys shouldn't notice a goddamn difference, but we'll be back to talk about 2003's...
2s.
Or 3s.
"28 Days Later."
Dun, dun, dun. Now we've got our 2 guests on to talk about 28 Days Later, our quote-unquote horror experts.
Yeah, I mean, more than we are.
Definitely.
Yeah.
He's not wrong. We've got Caterina and Taylor in alphabetical order. Okay, there's no preferences here.
Hi, I'm Caterina, obviously.
Obviously.
Oh. Sounds like a real nag.
Oh
no.
Okay.
He's going to edit that one out.
And I'm Taylor. I also love everything spooky.
So why are you guys all into the spooky season?
Do you want to field that one first?
There's no wrong answers here.
Well, no.
We'll be the judge of that.
I would definitely say that I love everything spooky just because it's totally different. Everybody's all about the action, the comedy, the rom-coms, and I feel with horror movies, they're their own genre and subgenres, and you just can't go wrong because they do have a little bit of everything. They have cheesy parts, they have the gore, comedy, and you just can't help but fall in love with some of the villains because those are absolutely fantastic. And I'm that one random person that's always laughing in the middle of a movie theater.
Same.
When you should be like, oh my God, this person just got ripped apart. That's horrible.
They're good movies for all the weird kids, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I think that there are so many things that you can find to relate to in these weird horror movies, just like all these like fucked up humor and...
So weird kids not in a bad way.
Yeah.
You're the creepy kids.
Not creepy.
You're the little psychos, right? You like gore, you like to see people die, you laugh when people get executed. You're a couple little creepers.
Like, I watched Final Destination the other night for the first time.
Oh my God. I did. Yeah. Only not the first time, but...
Yeah, it was my first 1 for 31, and I laughed the whole way through, so...
I feel like with those, it's very hard not to laugh because they are so ridiculous.
Well, she said, like, I feel bad for laughing, but I was like, that movie is supposed to be laughed at. That is insane deaths.
Oh, yeah.
It is.
Those are insane.
It was more the
Death is following them, like the bathroom scene where the guy like hangs himself. That's insane. The amount of things that have to happen.
The water.
Yeah, it goes back into the drain. That's the only time it moves on its own.
Right.
Yeah.
When the blonde girl gets hit by the bus and like nobody gives a shit, and the teacher sees it, and she's like, and I just started laughing because
well, it's the sequels that made everybody afraid to drive behind the logging trucks.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Even though you haven't seen it, you know that reference.
but I do know the reference. Yeah.
It's like a unspoken reference in a sense.
So let's put you on the spot. What are your favorite Halloween movies? And we'll see how much people respect you. On the Halloween
Wow.
train.
Now,
Nate
are
and
you
I-
talking like just actual Halloween movies or just scary movies in general?
Same thing. Scary.
Not necessarily.
Yeah.
Wow, okay. So then what's the difference, ladies? One of you say, what's the difference?
Well, since I went first last time, I will let Taylor take this and then I will follow.
I feel like there are so many different like genres of horror. Like The Shining is one of my favorite movies of all time, period. But I do watch it every year, like every Halloween. But I don't consider it like a Halloween movie. I would consider like the Freddy movies. Like those are Halloween movies. Or like Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That's a Halloween movie to me.
Is there a difference between a horror movie and a scary movie? Like, since Shining to me is a scary movie, there's no like, I know Jack's like crazy and he's hunting and he's chopping down with an axe and stuff and trying to get to him. But like, you don't have Texas Chainsaw where they're hanging people up on meat hooks and doing that kind of shit. Like, so is there a difference between psychological horror and normal? Like, is there...
Yeah, I would say so, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely would say that, like I said before, there's definitely like subcategories of different types of horror because you have the cult classics, you have horror that just basically deals with full-on gore, torture, and
So
then
that's
you
where
have
the gore
those...
horse come in?
I guess you could say that.
Gore horse?
Gore horse. It's a term.
Is it a gore horse or gore horse?
Gore horror. Yeah.
Yeah, they're all about it.
Are you two gore horse?
I don't
Be honest.
I don't think so. I mean,
No.
I like Eli Roth.
I hate Eli Roth.
He's a bad man anyway.
So Eli Roth is canceled?
He's not yet, but like he should be.
And she covered up her mouth on that.
So I don't know. I like there's certain things that are gross that I can watch. Like The Golden Glove is a good one. I don't know if you've seen it.
No, I actually haven't seen that one.
Never even heard of that.
It's
Nate?
a German horror movie.
The Germans are like the worst about their gore.
I feel like Korean, like South Korean and
did the
Japanese
human
horror
cannibal?
movies are
Who did the human centipede? I almost said caterpillar. It's like the hungry caterpillar.
the hungriest
The
caterpillar.
hungriest
Yeah.
centipede.
Ugh.
But isn't that Germany?
I don't know.
I think so.
I think it is too.
I could be wrong.
Ford, what's his name? John Ford or something like that made the movie.
Fjord.
I didn't watch
Fjord?
it.
It's not Fjord. No, it's not. That stereotype.
Obviously, you watched it, Todd.
I saw the first one,
Okay.
and I will never watch another one. So
I don't like seek it out, but it doesn't
So what's the
bother me to
Golden
watch
Glove
it.
about?
Oh, it's about a real life serial killer, and it's one of the best serial killer movies I've ever seen. Like it's very raw, and it's like you're watching it happen in real time, and it's pretty intense.
Who wants to watch that?
This girl, that's who.
Are you intrigued? Because you haven't seen it, Caterina. So is it something you're like, well, this sounds up my alley?
I mean, I definitely will give anything a watch because I did watch this awful movie because it was just on Amazon and I had nothing else to watch at the time.
Malignant?
No.
No.
We were just
Fuck.
talking about
No.
That is bad.
no, it's called Zombie Strippers.
Gore horse.
Yeah.
Nate brought up strippers on the pod earlier.
And it is as bad as it sounds, for sure.
Is it free?
Yes, no, it is definitely free.
Better be for
Fantastic.
that.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I will say one of the main reasons I actually watched it was because it has Robert Englund. And
Freddie himself for the
yes.
listeners.
And so, I mean, I will definitely watch anything that Robert Englund is in because I love him, especially as Freddy Krueger, because of how he did that character. And he is one of my favorite characters. So,
Okay.
Would you say that that's your favorite Halloween movie? Would that be a Halloween movie to you, or?
yeah, I would definitely say it's a Halloween movie because that was actually one of the movies that I first started watching as a kid. Because my parents were watching I believe it was the 4th Nightmare on Elm Street. And I was, my bedroom was right in front of the living room. And so I just had to open up my door and sit at the door and I could see the entire TV.
This explains a lot.
So I watched Freddy Krueger when he turns into this big worm-looking thing and just swallowing this girl whole. And so that's kind of what got me into horror. And even before that, I remember going over to a neighbor's house and watching Carrie on TV. Okay. So
this stuff didn't scare you. You guys were like, he's eating that woman whole. This is really cool. It wasn't like, oh God, that's going to happen to me. Like normal reactions to scary movies when you're young?
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, it was kind of welcoming because I guess as a kid, like I suffered from panic attacks and night terrors. And so watching those kind of things kind of actually like delves you into like the impossible and things that possibly could happen. And it gives you like a more in-depth look of like death and everything. And I guess for me as a kid, it was kind of like, okay, so this is real. It's realistic, but it's not something to be like horrified about because I just got used to watching it. I don't know.
Nate, can you lighten this up real quick before Taylor pops back on here? This is supposed to be kind of a fun podcast.
Well,
give me something to make fun of, please.
Let's go.
Oh yeah. Todd.
Yep.
No, that's the joke.
I like it. I'll take anything right now. Taylor, what were you going to say?
Okay.
Oh, I was just going to say I definitely agree with that. And I think you also become desensitized to it, just like everybody becomes desensitized to whatever they consume regularly, you know?
Yeah, that's fair.
And there's something to be said about
I was coming in with a zinger and I let it just ride. All right, go on.
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah. So I don't know. I always thought like Halloween movies was just Halloween movies. Movies like Christmas movies. They're only Christmas movies if it's based around Christmas. Halloween movies, I always thought like, it's just based around Halloween, and then the rest are just scary.
So that's just what's the term I'm looking for? It's a turn of phrase, but it's a technicality. It's a God damn it! What is the word I'm looking for here, guys?
We can't help you, Todd.
No, forget it. We don't know what it is. We won't come back to it, but there's a term for it, guys.
Yeah.
That's just phrasing, really, how you're phrasing that out. So it's a matter of, God damn it, I don't know what I was going to say.
I don't know, perception?
No, that's not it.
All right.
This is what the rest of the pod's going to be, guys. We're going to figure this word out.
All right.
All right, cool. Screw 28 days later. This is it right here.
This is it. Technicality boo over. Okay, so anything else you guys want to tell us about your fascination with horror movies before we jump into 28 Days Later? Nate, anything you want to add? You've been very quiet. You've let the ladies speak.
Like I said, I'm not an expert here. I got nothing to add.
What's your favorite scary movie? You have to have at least one.
I got to go with Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
Never seen it.
It's a good one.
Really?
Wow, I got two different set of eyes looked at me in disdain shock. So,
well, I mean, it is very surprising because, I mean, yes, technically it is a horror movie.
Don't spoil it for him.
However, it's just one of those.
Is it like Cabin in the Woods?
Yeah.
In a way, yeah.
I do like Cabin in the Woods. Like,
so, I mean, it's definitely one that you need to watch.
Okay.
All right, cool.
It's on the list. I know Nate wants me to have to watch that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Eventually, maybe next October we'll get to that one.
Oh
boy. You think we're still going to be around in next October?
I don't know.
This episode.
Are we going to get canceled?
Oh, yeah. You're going to get us canceled.
Anything? What about you, Todd? Any favorites?
I think we're going to review it.
All right. So
boom,
I guess
baby. Let's get into it.
Is Todd's favorite. Came out in 2002.
In Europe.
And then 2003.
In the United States. That's why we keep forgetting which year it came out.
Yeah, I had 2002. Todd had 2003.
Technically, we're both right.
Yeah.
It's good podcasting hosting.
Not even on the right page.
Yeah, that is Nate's classic, turning his paper pages to the episode start here.
Yeah, so budget for the movie, $8 million.
What did it make back? What's your guess on what it made back?
Oh, sorry. I cheated.
All right, well then, Taylor, what do you think it made back?
I don't know.
Throw any figure out.
Like 60 million?
Ooh, that's not too bad.
No. So it's 85 million.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Pretty close. It made its money back, so that's that's why I'm surprised it's not a franchise. They have 28 weeks later, but they never went beyond that. All right, so where do we begin?
Well,
28
who's
Days
the director?
Later, directed by Danny Boyle.
Yeah.
I do love Danny Boyle. He is the director of this. He also did Train Spotting. He did Sunshine. He's a very prolific director. Uses a lot of the same cast for his roles. He almost feels like an independent director. This style is very kind of grunge. Like, it's not all set up and tracking shots. Like, it kind of feels like he's really on location doing all this stuff. And I think a lot of 28 Days Later has that feel of like being on the ground with these people with like cameras and feeling like you're really up close with them.
Yeah. And then for the cast, we got, is it Cecilian Murphy?
No, it's Killian.
Sicilian is a pizza type.
Oh, shit. We got Cillian Murphy playing Jim.
Yep.
We got Naomi Harris as Cecilia. Or Selena. See, now
Sicilian. Selena.
Selena.
And Naomi Harris, actually, everybody knows who Cillian Murphy is. He went on to be Scarecrow in the Dark Knight series. Yep. He's in Red Eye. I mean, he's in Sunshine as well. He's in a ton of things. And then Naomi Harris, right?
Yep.
Is Selena. She went on to become Moneypenny in the new Bond series.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
We got Christopher Eccleston.
Yep.
Okay.
Who I kept calling Ralph Fiennes.
Yeah.
Christopher Eccleston. Super great actor. Also in the Bond series.
Yep. Major Henry West is who he played.
Yep.
We got Brandon Gleeson as Frank.
Brendan Gleeson is Frank, the father. Dude, Brendan Gleeson is in Gangs of New York. He's in a ton of great, like, when he shows up, you know it's going to be a good movie.
Yeah. And then we got Megan Burns as Hannah.
Did she ever go on to do anything?
Megan Burns never went on to do anything else.
Oh, wow, okay.
So it was just that one. And I think there's like a couple small films in there.
Okay. And she did fine in this. Some of her stuff is very weirdly out of place. There's one scene where she's like, Dad? And you're like, what direction? And I also blame Danny Boyle for not being like, can we retake that?
Yeah.
Your dad just turned into a zombie and got shot to death.
I mean, but at the same time, you could argue she was in shock.
Oh, for sure.
But yes.
Dad?
Yeah, we'll get to that scene.
We'll get to it. Spoiler. Alert.
All right, well, the movie opens up with a monkey.
In the science lab, they're doing experiments on them.
Yep.
They're showing them war and tragedies and like real footage of stuff.
Yeah. So what happens with the monkey?
Well, I mean, he's infected.
With what?
With the rage virus.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Does anybody come to rescue the monkey?
Well, of course, you have these like activists who feel like they are doing more good than harm. And I feel like that's a typical reoccurring theme with humanity is we think that we are doing what is in everyone's best interest when actuality we are doing more harm than good. So they try to rescue these monkeys that are apparently infected with the rage virus.
And the doctor comes in and says they're infected. And at that moment, I don't give a shit what I'm rescuing. If you tell me something's infected, I'm not letting it out of whatever. Like, I don't know what the infection is. That's such a strong word.
For you, especially.
To fuck around with.
Right. It's not
I'm
like,
infected with you guys.
They have the sniffles.
Right. It's like he has a common cold.
Not feeling so good today.
Yeah.
He's screaming, don't let them out. You know what you're doing? He's infected.
Fucking infected.
Don't let that out.
Yeah.
That's like going to rescue rats during the bubonic plague. Like, don't let them out. They're infected. Well, they're in captivity. No, just leave them there.
Oh, yeah. As soon as one of the ladies opens the door, the monkey just comes in and attacks the lady in the face.
Women, am I right, guys?
Okay.
All right. Well, let's not start that, shall we?
Well, that's all Todd wanted this episode. Is just that. That's all he was waiting for.
And I'm out, guys. I'll see you later. Enjoy the rest of the pod. They both are taking a drink of their Jack and Coke because they can't handle the heat.
Yes, well, it is our pre-gaming for pushing Todd down the stairs.
Oh, we're already downstairs. Too late, ladies.
Well, that's what you think.
What? Oh, there's a sub-basement. So yes, and that takes us to the 28 days later, ... And you wake up to what I've described as coma penis. Yeah, that dick is correct.
Yeah, exactly. I remember my sister and mother went and saw this in the theater, and I went and saw something else. And afterwards, my sister came out. There was a penis in the opening scene. I was like, oh, well, shit. So, any issues with the coma?
Yeah, I think our Caterina, our guest, said that it was very medically accurate. So, she had no problems with it. So, we'll just move past it.
Okay. Well, first of all, that is very untrue. And, I mean, during this opening scene, first of all, you're like, why the hell is this guy naked? Not even a sheet or anything to cover him up. And then you see this perfectly pristine, clean. Sure. If you want to
you compare
pay attention to his dick.
Yeah.
But this room that is supposed to be considered an emergency room, I'm assuming, because not only is there like machines all around him, but there's like a code cart, there's an EKG machine, he's got blood that is apparently going into him that's half full 28 days later.
My theory is that they left him like a couple of days before that, if that.
Which I'm going to call bullshit. But all right, whatever.
And if there were raging zombie monsters trying to get into the door, how much medical practice prep would you do before you plug him in and run the fuck out of there?
I don't know of anybody that would take the time to strap a tourniquet
really nice nurse
on a person, put an IV in, spike a bag, and let it flow.
Is that like putting alcohol in it?
No. Oh my God. So literally when you spike a bag, you are spiking a bag because it is sealed. So you spike it with the line.
Like a knife?
No, it is literally a spike.
Well, really?
It is a spike.
Is it just like a giant needle in a sense?
It is.
That's not a bad question.
I guess in a way. I mean,
Okay.
it literally looks like a spike. I don't know how else to
Interesting.
describe it because it literally is just a spike. You spike it through the bag, it goes through the bag, and then you have this chamber where you fill it up with the fluid, and then you prime the line. So that's where you let the fluid go all the way through, get the air out of the line. Because otherwise, if you have like a line full of air, you're going to potentially kill your patient because you're going to give them a thrombosis. So a lot of people who look at their IV lines are like, oh, there's a couple bubbles. You better clear that out. I'm going to die. And it's like, no, actually, you would need a full, at least past 10 mils of just full air in order to kill somebody.
I thought it was just like the slightest
No.
bubble and you're done.
So she knows how to do it.
So because in cath labs or in a cardiac lab, they actually will just give you 10 full mils of air to make sure that your heart can handle it.
Fuck.
All right, so the guy should be dead. Movie's over. We're done, right? No?
Essentially, yeah.
Okay, so my theory is they just left the room. And he wakes up. Okay, so problem solved. First year medical student, really helping out, really wanted to see him survive.
Yeah.
Giving it 110.
Yeah. Ran out, threw the key under the door, left him in there. So he wakes up, he's in a coma, he doesn't know any of this happened. He gets out and he immediately, at least he puts some clothes on, or at least the gown on, and then he gets a Pepsi plug right away.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there's some advertisement right at the beginning of just Pepsi on the floor. There's some other drink
drinks,
there.
European drinks. I don't know what you guys are drinking over there, but
I don't know.
Pepsi.
It was like a yellow can. I was like, is that Mountain Dew? No, it's not Mountain Dew. That's something else.
Squirt.
I believe they called it like light or something like that.
She pulled it out of the bag once, right?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Or
Well, then,
Selena did, I should clarify.
yeah. So after he gets the Pepsi, he walks outside to nobody.
And Taylor, I think you had a question about waking up in a city that was empty.
Yeah, just if there was any city on Earth that you would rather wake up in completely alone, like in this situation, I mean, which city would it be? Would it be like a place, like a big Mecca, or somewhere like in the hills? Like, where would you guys go?
Nate?
Let's see. I'd probably go Mountain Town.
A little ski resort.
Yeah.
The slopes are open, baby.
Yeah. Nobody there. No lines. Swoosh, swoosh. Here we go.
Fuck your solution. You break your leg immediately first run. No!
Yeah, that's probably what happened. All right.
Caterina?
Yeah.
I mean, yes, I would love to live, or I guess wake up in a mountain town. However, it doesn't necessarily need to be a ski mountain town. Like, honestly, so I love like Washington area. So like Leavenworth, Seattle, that kind of area. It's definitely one of my favorites, and it's not as cold.
So you want to wake up in Twin Peaks?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
But is that for like strategic reasons, or it's just you want to be there?
It wouldn't necessarily be for strategic reasons. I mean, definitely you could say that there would be less people there. You have more access to like water, firewood, food that way, and not be in more a dense populated area, because obviously I guess if you're in a zombie apocalypse, you don't necessarily want to be in a Mecca city because they could potentially be like millions of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, Todd, he'd be one to wake up in Vegas.
I want the skyscraper. We talked about this in the themes. I want to wake up next to a skyscraper because zombies ain't using doors, they're not using elevators.
So you
I
want
don't break
like,
down the stairs. I'm not crawling over. Like, we're fine.
So you can go
I just live
Washington and
upstairs.
do the Space Needle.
Yeah.
Then you don't have stairs.
Then I've got a
really.
full panopticon. I can look around my entire 360 view and see what's around me.
All right.
See how I threw in panopticon? Who's impressed?
You did. That was a good
Thank
vocab
you.
word.
Not me.
Nate doesn't even know what a panopticon is.
Yes.
All right, so where does that take us next?
Oh, what about Taylor? Where's she waking up?
Oh, I thought you just posed the question. Oh, yeah, where would you like to wake up?
Thanks, Todd.
Wow.
We'll edit that out, Nate.
I think the Hamptons. Because, no. Let me explain. I'll explain.
All right, we're moving on. I was right.
No, you were right. So there's water, right? Which I feel would be hard for the infected to get across.
washed away, yeah.
Right. All their markets and stuff, they would have the best food. It's all bougie. And the people who live there are already, like, soft, you know?
So you could kill them easily.
It'd be easier to kill them.
You've already gone to...
Okay.
You're already the human problem.
Yeah.
You're the human they're worried about showing up.
Yep.
Good. They
Little
should be.
Taylor showing up with an AK and a machete.
That's mine now.
All right, fair enough.
Okay. All right, well, he comes out into the city, and it's just barren. No one there. And it's kind of funny, the first thing he's doing, he's walking down the steps, and he's just picking up the money.
Oh, yeah, and I don't ever, like, pick up on that. Like, I just see him, like, picking up stuff. I'm like, okay, he's just kind of rummaging. But
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense.
I was like,
He does, because he doesn't know the situation.
no, he doesn't. But when you question coming out, where's everyone at?
And why did everybody else leave the money?
Yeah.
I think I would do that too, though, just like out of instinct or just habit.
Money means power, and
Yeah.
before any apocalypse, yeah.
Well, I mean, if you see $20 on the ground, you're not just gonna be like, nah.
I mean, if I walked up with my dick out in a hospital that was empty, I might leave the 20. It might be one of those,
Like
like,
as a
poop dollar
tip?
pranks. I could go to pick it up and they pull it
That's
away.
a very elaborate prank. All right, we're going to have Todd wake up naked in the hospital, come out to a barren city with no one in it, and it's going to be a poo dollar.
This is Nate and this is our new reality show. We're doing extreme pranks. All right.
Get the whole city involved.
The poop dollar extreme prank. I love it. Okay, so he picks up the money. Then he sees all the missing posters, which apparently got up. I don't know who had time to print shit out and this kind of fucking run your ass out. Because this happened in 4 weeks that we realized things went to shit very, very fast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely one of those things where, you know, you would think that people would be able to at least last a few days. And because, I mean, you have those people that are not going to leave. They're going to barricade themselves in their
Right.
apartments or their houses. And then once they realize that the infected have kind of shifted elsewhere, have migrated with the people who have tried to leave the cities, I think that's probably when potentially they could have definitely done something like that. How realistic that is, you know, it's hard to say.
That's fair. I gotta go to the Kinkos.
Is there Kinkos in the UK?
I don't know. Quinkos.
I was just gonna say.
I don't know why it would be that inflection. So then he goes where a lot of fearful people go immediately, their safe haven, quote unquote, and that is the church.
Yeah.
So would you ladies go to the church first?
No.
No, and I mean, this is something that I actually brought up while watching the movie again. It was because it just always seems like religious groups or cult groups, they always have this tendency to where they don't want to like follow through with what potentially could be God's plan for them and ride it out. No, they decide that they want to commit mass suicide in the house of God, and where that is a mortal sin. So it's like, you guys are damning yourselves in the afterlife rather than riding out what could potentially be God's plan for you. Personally, no.
And I think a lot of religious groups and people in the church, they like to exploit vulnerable people. And I think you can't be more vulnerable than in this situation, right? So I would never go somewhere where, you know.
There's already an imbalance of power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Did you put your tithings in before the zombie apocalypse? Like, are they collecting money?
Yep.
So maybe the zombie apocalypse was God's second Noah's Ark. It's just a more harsh flood. Flood of
Could be.
humans.
Well, you know, they
Guys.
say that God is wrathful, so.
Bitch. All right.
Well, as Jim's walking through the church, there's a point where he's walking through a little stairwell, and there's Nice little words written on the wall. What are those words written on the wall, Todd?
Yeah, it literally starts with repent.
Okay.
And then it goes into the end is extremely fucking...
Sigh.
Oh, close.
Oh, it's nigh.
Nigh. But you guys, that's a little bit of our namesake.
Yeah, and didn't even know it was in the movie until watching it again.
I did.
Oh, shit.
No, it's a very famous saying, and they use it in there because obviously somebody freaked out in the church and saw everybody probably kill themselves, and then pieced the fuck out and got time to write that. And I don't know how people have some time to do some weird shit. But he goes in there and then he sees. I really like the scene where he's looking over all the pews, all covered in bodies, and then he makes one sound, and like two of them stand up and like just kind of stop and look at him. It's like very unnerving. That's the first time you get some idea like this is a zombie fucking situation.
Oh yeah,
that's really we all know it's zombies. If we hadn't known the title. That's where you start to figure out this is a wasteland of these guys.
Yep.
Well, I mean, how would you know that it's a zombie film from just the title?
Well, if you've seen the trailer or the cover with the eyes and stuff, like you can see all this stuff.
But I mean, that's not the title.
It didn't say zombies are here 28 days later, no. But you can figure it out that it's not about, again, werewolves or some shit.
After the church scene, he
does kill a preacher real quick. Or he tries to, but then he runs away,
After that, he kind of roams around and he gets to the gas station part.
And we talked about the practical effects on that one.
Yeah.
They were really good. They used a lot of practical effects. I don't think there's any CGI in this fucking movie.
No.
Potentially some weird painted flowers, but we don't know why that exists. We'll get to that. But,
the gas station explosion was really well done because you get Jim getting saved by Selena and...
Mark,
yeah. And it's just a good scene of him running from the zombies, what you see in this part.
He's yelling, what the fuck is happening? What's going on? He's yelling and not sure, but they're like, get the fuck inside. They put down the barricade.
Yeah, he's kind of pathetic at the beginning of the movie.
Well, everybody would be.
I don't know.
And we're surprised. I mean, I will say, as a medical scientist myself, his legs functioned properly.
Oh, no atrophy at all.
Nothing. He was able to get up and run immediately after a month laying in bed.
Well, I was going to say, that is also another issue because, I mean, honestly, he should be dehydrated, emaciated, and, like, his first thing, like you said, was to grab a Pepsi. That's not going to hydrate anybody. So...
Speak for yourself.
Well, you know.
Science.
But...
So it's okay.
I'm a Christian Science monitor over here.
Oh, good. Okay.
But yes, no, I would totally agree. Like, that doesn't make any sense. But I will say they did do a good job of continually asking him, like, are you doing okay? Do you need to take a break? Because they try to input, like, hey, he's not 100%.
He keeps crashing, and they're like, yeah, you need to take the more sugar to get rid of the headache, and that kind of stuff gets brought up. And ladies, what does that take us next? After the gas station, him, Mark, and Selena go where?
To Mumsy's.
Mumsy's. Oh.
Mumsy and Daddy's. Mumsy and Daddy's.
Yeah, exactly. Is that how they say it in the UK? Mumsy's?
They 100% do.
All right.
That's why his brother lives. I'm sorry.
His brother?
His brother.
Guys, we are not...
Does he have a brother?
Pam.
Unclear.
No, we apologize to European listeners. We know there are some downloads popping up over there. You guys are way more educated than we are. Okay, so we'll go straight to Mumsy and Daddy's house, and it's very sad because he does find his parents up in bed, and they are not just resting.
No,
I will say that it's a very powerful scene for him to come into that.
It is really good
because. You know, he's climbing up those stairs. He's starting to get the smell from, you know, them decaying and everything.
Yep.
And Mark tries to, like, get him to slow down. And because he's, like, obviously worried about, you know, there could be a zombie or anything.
Well, they already told him your family's already dead. They already mentioned that. He's like, what? And he's like, yeah, they're already dead, man.
It's one thing to hear it, but then to go and see it is, yeah.
But, I mean, when he walks into the room and then seeing them, like, you kind of put the whole story together. Like, it doesn't need to be said. Like, the imagery in that scene is quite amazing because you see them in bed together. There's pills, there's a bottle of wine, and then you have the Bible and the rosary on top, and they're just holding his childhood photo that has a message on the back.
Yeah, it's one of those scenes where it's show don't tell really kind of scene.
They kind of tell through the wording on the back, but it's like, obviously it was a 2-person suicide. They didn't want to die from zombie. And then it does say, I don't remember all the writing on the back of anybody writes down the full wording on the back of that?
No.
I know the very last words, but.
Something
about sleep.
It just says never wake up.
Well, essentially, basically, they were like, we left you sleeping.
Yep.
You know, we ourselves wanted to like sleep.
No, we're sleeping, yeah.
Yeah, so, you know, please don't wake up.
Yeah, it's like never wake up, kind of saying like, we hope you actually do die in the hospital because you don't have to live through getting killed and turned. Because everybody, I think, so are you more afraid of dying or being turned into a zombie? Would you be more afraid of the idea of death, or what do you become when you are just raging and killing everybody around you that you like loved or cared about, and you like what you become? What's more scary?
Depends on the situation.
Okay, well, I just gave it to you. So either you're dying or you're turning into a rage monster.
Well, who's around me?
Both of these ladies and myself. You can kill me, but what about them?
Well, it's them. Then I'd rather just die. I want to turn into a zombie.
What? Look at this fuck.
Go right after you.
You don't get points for that, right?
All
right, ladies, would you rather turn into a zombie or just die outright?
Definitely die, but I don't think I would. It wouldn't take a lot for me to just like give up completely.
So you were already taking the pills, and then you found out the apocalypse was happening. You said, "Well, I'm already one step ahead."
I mean,
Todd's in the same boat. Todd's not lasting long either. We already discussed that.
Oh, the rage ones, the slow ones. I've got a broomstick that can handle all of them.
well,
Your fucking broomstick.
It looks really painful also to be infected, like with them vomiting blood all the time.
They turn in with like 15 to 20 seconds, right? Like that's at least it's a quick turn.
If that, but it looks painful to exist in that state. So
I guess for me, it also depends on, are you fully aware of like what is happening?
You know you're doing it, but you can't stop yourself.
Right. Because, if that is the case, definitely I would choose death,
You couple masochists feel like you guys would want to be the zombies.
No, because I feel like,
they have a heart.
There's definitely some people in this world that we care about, that we'd rather see live. But
oh, thank you.
They're
sorry, Nate.
I don't think she's talking about you, Todd.
But it's definitely one of those things where, if you have to choose between killing somebody that you're very close to, that you love, or taking that route where you feel like you're saving them, I feel like, it's an easy choice.
That's fair. Yeah. I agree. I would probably just rather die, because then, what's the point?
So
I'm already dead anyway. Yes. Well, I said I'd rather die too.
No, I said like it just. If I'm around a bunch of pieces of shit people that are, they're screwing me over, I'd rather become a zombie.
Are you in like a We Love Superman convention or some shit?
That's a yes.
He went to attack me with rage. So what you say you're in a Deadpool convention. Do you want to attack those people?
No.
But a Superman convention. Somebody threw you in there by accident.
Now they can live.
Oh, wow, mercy.
I'm talking of, the human aspect of how humans are always the worst part of zombie apocalypse.
Right.
If they're the ones like, oh, I got, they killed like my family or something like that. If I'm not going to make it as me attacking them, maybe zombie me might be able to.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So then we get to nighttime, and Jim, even though he seems to be adjusting pretty quick to this whole zombie thing, he still thinks carrying around a candle in a darkened house is not going to draw any attention, and he's looking at his family photos and kind of reimagining a moment in his life. And then we see kind of like the zombie perspective running towards the window, and then all of a sudden he gets attacked from the window, and then somehow through the skylight. Like, that zombie went out of its way to climb on top of the house.
Good for him.
I think it was a chick, right?
I don't know.
But and then Selena and Mark jump into action fast as fuck, and we realize Selena is willing to kill immediately to stop this from happening. Mm-hmm. She's the only one that is like a true survivor in this world.
Well, yeah, she has the whole line of, I'm not going to wait a heartbeat to like kill you if you get infected.
And so then this is when we lose Mark, right?
Oh, she hacked him up.
He gets a cut on the arm, or bit on the arm, right?
Bit on the arm, yeah. And at first I thought, is she just going to cut off the arm and maybe try to stop? Oh, no, she just kept on keeping on.
She kept whacking.
Yeah.
Well, it's just one of those things, because it's like, why would you go through all of that effort to, like, hack him to pieces when you could put him out of his misery? Because you just hear him, like, screaming and she just gives no shits.
I wonder if she went for the... Because it looked like she did go to chop off the arm first, and maybe it was like, this fucking infection runs so fast, it's probably in him. I might as well just finish the job, because now I've got to keep this guy alive.
Yep.
Right.
Like, maybe just finish the job. But she wondered when she realized, like, halfway through the hacking, like, I just got to go all the way
My
now.
question is, how many hacks does it take to chop off an arm?
I think it depends how sharp your weapon is.
Yeah, let's ask our resident experts.
Well, I mean,
Because, like, you know, some scary movies, you see it, it's a hack, and it's a clean cut.
if you have like a cleaver, I mean, that goes through bone, right?
But if, like, it's up in the air, like, and you hit somebody, like, there's that... The lunge would push it down. You'd have to be against a hard surface to, like, clean hack that off, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
And it also depends, I mean, how much force are you...
Exerting.
Yeah.
The anatomy of an arm
Well,
chop
because I
off.
mean, if you think about it, like you have not only one bone to go through, you have two. So
So maybe a 1, a 2, a 3.
how many licks does it get to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
Fucked up Sesame Street over here.
No,
the
that's
owl.
the Tootsie.
No, I know. I always think of the count. A 1, a 2. Yeah, it is the Tootsie Pop owl there.
Yeah. I was going to say, you gave me a weird look. Did you not know that there's two bones in the arm?
Me? I gave you a weird look?
Yeah.
I always do.
No, we already noticed. Like, Todd doesn't know. Because when I was talking
I only
about...
know about one bone.
When I was talking
Mom,
about...
turn off the pod.
Killian.
Get that on a shirt.
Yes, anybody.
Or just- yeah.
So Mark's dead. Selena makes it clear she will not hesitate to kill him, even a heartbeat. Jim, if he also turns. And we need to get the fuck out of here. So they start walking through town, and they see some Christmas lights up in a tower.
Yeah. So they decided, all right, we're going to head over there.
Taylor, why are you frowning?
I mean, I knew from the minute that they walked in and I'm skipping ahead.
That's fine.
We'll
get back to it.
when he takes off his little
SWAT gear.
outfit and he's so nice. He's like, "Oh, hey guys." And I was like, "Oh, this is going to make me very, very sad."
Brendan
I loved
Gleeson
him already.
himself.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, they get to the top of that tower, and there's the two characters that we meet of Hannah and Frank.
Yeah, and so they're before they get inside, just a real quick, they run up. Some zombies are chasing them. Obviously, Jim is screaming. Selena, she's like, "I'm out of here." Like,
Selena
fuck
just
you.
books it up the stairs, and Jim's like, "Wait for me, wait!"
And then they come into this he's a big dude covered in SWAT gear. He's got the riot shield in front of him. Wear that shit all the time, by the way.
Yeah.
But he uses that to stop the two zombies to get inside, or the daughter won't let them in. Once the dad says it's okay, they go inside. You realize it's Brendan Gleeson as Frank and his daughter Hannah, and they live in this flat together.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, and like Taylor said, he's just a really nice guy overall. He's
the
down
father
there.
figure.
Like
Yeah.
immediately. Like there's no question at all of is this a nice person or not. It's instantaneous.
Yep.
Well, I mean, honestly, anybody that's willing to give their life for yours, like, it's hard not to, like, trust them or like them because, I mean, they just gave up everything just to even give you a chance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those two zombies could have gotten through and killed both of them if
Yeah.
he could have stayed inside and not worried about it at all.
Exactly.
Although isn't their front door glass?
No, so,
It's like two entries, right?
Yeah, so
Okay.
there's the bar entry, and
okay.
then they also have, like, another, I believe, wooden door, and
Yeah,
then
it's just
there's,
like
like, an entryway that leads to another door. I
That's
don't know
glass,
if it's...
right?
No.
I don't know.
I thought it had the
just
glass
thought-
panel on the bottom you could see through, but
Not that I recall, but...
I don't know. We don't have
if
those
they
doors
didn't,
here.
problem solved. If they did, cover that up with wood.
Yeah.
Why was he shaving?
Yeah. Like why bother?
Yeah.
And he was dry shaving because there's no water. And that hurt. That was the most painful thing for me. Hacking his arm off, I was like, fine. Him shaving and then cutting, I was like, oh God. Oh Jesus, no, ow.
Well, and then the what's the dad's name?
Frank.
Frank. He says something to the other character where he's like, "I'm sorry, we just can't spare the water." So that means that this dude was like, "Hey, do you mind if I just shave real quick with your precious water?" And he's like, "No." Why would
Don't
you ask
shave at
me
all,
that?
Jim.
Why?
The only explanation that I could possibly come up with is that he just wanted to get back to a form of normalcy because he is probably a guy that never grew out a beard. And so for him, he's like, I have to capture something from my past that's going to make me feel more like myself because everything around him has gone to shit.
Yeah, I kind of said the same thing. I thought it was it felt like a creature comfort, like its habit. Like I could get to be and do something that's normal, even though I just saw my parents do a suicide. The entire world's infected. Guy just died in front of me because I woke up some zombies outside or whatever. Like, can I just fucking shave? Can I do something? But my God, use some scissors and cut your hair or something. I don't know, like, but don't shave. Like, goddamn, he was cut up like a motherfucker.
Well, I guess we'll just wait. Todd, why don't you dry shave one time?
You fucking... I just said I don't want to do it. You fucking dry shave.
I'll do it if you do it.
I'm not doing it, so you don't have to do it. I'll shave you dry shave, and then you can shave me afterwards.
I'm
going to pass. Wait.
Undercarriage, too.
I can shave, like, head and all.
What?
I can shave everything.
No. Yeah, no.
No.
Damn.
There's some weird shit. No.
It's going to bick the head.
Okay. Well, guys... So then we cut to the next morning and we find out there is no water. It hasn't rained in bloody Europe in 10 days, which is rare. So it's like, obviously they have insult to injury. And so they need to get out of there sooner than later. The resources are running out. But Frank shows them a radio that has a repeating message from the army saying there's a blockade that they need to get to. Salvation is here. Salvation. The answer to the future is here. And we know that's a bit of a little bit of a fake line, but they think, we have to do this. And so then they take a little road trip.
Yeah, they get in the car and...
The what car?
The taxi.
Is that Frank's taxi?
Probably. I don't know.
It sounded like he seemed like he knew how to use it. Like he turned it on right away. Like he's just a taxi driver.
Yeah, because he makes the joke of like, I charge.
Yeah.
For credit and all, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say it's his.
And then they... Do they go to the grocery store or the tunnel?
I think it's...
The grocery store first, right?
No, I thought it was the tunnel.
No, the tunnel's first, yeah. The tunnel of doom is first.
No, tunnel of love.
Tunnel. Why is the tunnel of love?
They really just bond in that moment.
That is an extreme form of bonding, yes. Would you go through the tunnel or would you take the long road around? Especially if you had to drive over other cars.
Okay, well, first of all, they didn't know they had to do that until they were in the middle of it.
They could have turned around.
But at that point, I feel like it's one of those, like, okay, we've already made it this far. We made enough noise to where potentially there's going to be a bunch of people or zombie people coming after us. So then having to backtrack, it's just...
But you risk popping your tire in the middle of a tunnel.
You don't even
I mean, to go back, like, honestly, a realistic person would not be like, oh yeah, let's just go through it. Because I feel if you've ever watched a horror movie of any kind, you'd realize that anywhere dark and like claustrophobic is a bad decision for sure.
So if there's a killer in the house, do you run upstairs and hide in the closet?
Yes.
100% of the time.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah.
You make sure there's no clean exit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, either way, they go over the cars, and I'm surprised. Like it's a smooth road.
I don't
for
understand
as
that
much
at all.
as those cars are piled up that way.
That's fun logic for a car to be able to drive over the top like that. Yeah.
Well, and that there's a ramp for them to go up onto the pile.
So I wonder
of
if other
cars.
people had done that before. Like they built a ramp out of it and had traveled through the tunnel multiple times.
Could have happened. Yeah.
Like other groups wanted.
So
to get
if he
through
would have
there, so they
probably
made a
taken
makeshift.
it slow, he probably would have been all right.
He just flew off the other side.
Yeah, he gunned it. He's like, we're going for it, and it wasn't even any of the cars that he drove over that popped his tire. None of the metal shards or anything like that. It was the landing afterwards.
Yep. Pop that tire, and then they are starting to fix it, and then you get a big sea of rats running through, and you realize the rats aren't just like, no one's scared of the rats because the rats are running from the infected, so they must also attack every living creature.
Yeah.
Or they just sense that these things are evil and they get like the blood and they smell and get the fuck out of there.
Well, I mean, I think that any living creature knows when a predator is coming towards them because they can sense that danger. It doesn't necessarily mean that they like snack on rats, but I mean, at the same time, they are still meat. They're still prey. So, I mean, it wouldn't be unrealistic for them to potentially go after other animals or creatures besides human beings.
That's fair. Do you guys believe that dogs sense evil?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is that why all dogs growl when Nate walks through the room?
Well, first of all, that is not true. And
Got a backup.
I definitely feel first impressions do have a lot of heft to them.
Okay.
Yeah. My dog, when I first met him, didn't growl.
Whimpered?
He peed on my arms as I took him out and pooped in the back of my car on the drive home.
Oh, so he asserted dominance immediately. Yeah. I will shit here and you will clean it up. Good boy. Okay, so they quickly... then they see the zombies are running at them. Hannah gets in to fix the tire mode. She takes a little longer than I liked. Or it was cut in a weird way.
Well, they themselves
to get the tire off
the car
takes
up.
Forever.
Yeah.
But her putting it on, she's really super fast at getting it logged in.
Well, I mean, it's quite amazing that, that a teenager knows how to change a tire, especially that quickly. And I was telling Nate, I was like, man, this is a PSA for make sure that your daughters know how to change a tire because you never know when you're going to need it.
Do you know how to change a tire?
I do know how to change a tire.
Wow.
Nate, do you know how to change a tire?
Yes.
Oh, that's a lie, apparently.
What?
No, it's totally true.
It's on my
You?
poker
Taylor,
face.
do you know how to change a tire?
I've never done it, but I know you have to like unscrew stuff and jack up the car. So kinda.
Okay.
Okay. So
I could figure it out.
if you
I
got
had
Google,
to.
you're good.
Yeah. Oh, and I have AAA, so.
There goes my joke. Get the fuck off my pod.
Wow.
Oh,
Damn.
okay.
JKLOL, OMFG. Okay.
Spin ring.
No, I don't know how to change a tire, but that is why I have AAA. So,
Oh, you don't? Oh,
I mean, I can figure it out. It's a fucking tire, guys. It's fine.
all right. So 50-50 is where we're at.
Yep. And, okay, so then they escape at the last second. They get out of the tunnel, and then they do one of my favorite little scenes, and that is going to the grocery store.
Yep.
And you can tell how fast this zombie apocalypse happened, because every other apocalypse show, everything first in the grocery store is gone. It's barren. It's slim pickings. People leave like canned corn or some shit's the last thing anybody finds. This one, nothing's been touched because it happened so quickly.
Not even the alcohol.
No, yeah, and well, none of the store is even damaged.
Yeah.
They just ran. Everybody got the fuck out of the return so quick they couldn't do anything. So they have their pickings of the entire store.
I mean, granted, it's a little weird that there's no dead bodies in there.
Well, nothing's damaged, so I think the shop was probably closed, and then it happened, and no one ever just went into that shop. They're probably running for their fucking lives.
Yeah.
But the hospital scene makes sense.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Well,
Cool.
people go to a hospital
Okay.
to get medical care.
Okay.
There's alcoholics out there, Todd. They're going to the store and getting
You don't
some
have
alcohol.
time to go to the grocery store if a zombie's chasing you.
Not if you're an alcoholic.
You make time.
Yeah.
You guys are all speaking from experience.
Yeah. Wait, no.
Okay, well, anyway, I know the legit as a grocery store expert. What would be the item you get from the grocery store? If you can only choose one item at a grocery store to take with you on your road trip apocalyptic journey. Nate?
So, all right. Nah, I just won't ask because we know how that road goes.
Yeah, Nate's going to ask me something. Doesn't matter. Just tell me one item you can grab.
All
Can
right.
it be unlimited of the same
Yes.
item?
Oh, okay. I'm going to go with cereal. Some flavor. Maybe Cocoa Puffs. Yeah.
Cereal does get stale and expire, though.
Yeah, but it's still good.
Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah. I'm not imagining I'm making long in this apocalypse,
Well, that's
so
fair. Okay, you just want to have a good bowl of Cocoa Puffs.
yeah.
No
I mean,
milk, though.
No milk.
Dry.
Yeah, I know. I don't
Okay.
got any milk.
I guess that would be one of the best ones to eat dry because
Yeah.
it's very flavorful. I think maybe a blueberry or something.
It's not.
Oh, Count Chocula. What would you get?
I think Taylor was about to say something, so she should talk first.
Quit nagging me.
All right, Todd.
Okay, all right.
Two can play this game, baby.
It has some blood.
I get the final edit on this pod. It always comes to Papa.
Oh, God.
All right, Taylor. Anyway, Taylor, what are you getting from the grocery store?
Don't like it. I would get a bunch of Pedialyte or Ensure because it has all the nutrients in it, and I mean you can survive for a while on a liquid diet, I would assume. And if it has all the stuff you need, it has some protein in there.
So you thought smart.
I didn't.
You got Cocoa Puffs and Pedialyte.
All right.
I mean, I'm going to be that person. I'm going to be like, well, it depends on what I already have, because if I have plenty of food, I would obviously want to try and get maybe like antibiotics or something like that. But if I didn't have any food, I mean, kind of same thing with Taylor. I didn't think of Pedialyte because that's not something that I usually have in like a regular diet, but something like in regards to like beans, because they are high in protein and everything.
Low in fat.
Well, I mean, you don't want to necessarily be low in fat, but
It's a brag rhyme.
You got to be hot for the apocalypse.
High in fiber, low in fat. Hey, I bet you didn't know that. Space goes coast to coast. So you'd get beans.
Yeah.
Canned beans, yeah.
Bush's baked beans or green beans? Like, what are we talking here?
It's definitely more of like Bush's or like pinto beans, black beans, lima beans, like that kind of thing.
Chickpeas would be good.
Yeah.
Little garbons.
Refried?
Oh, how many can we name?
No.
Kidney beans? Guys, is this interesting? Kidney beans.
No, probably not.
You have chili beans?
Todd?
Chili beans are... That's an extra. You got the meat in there.
Yeah? Todd, what about you? What are you going for?
Liquor. Yeah, I'd probably go with that last dude with Frank.
Oh, man. Get that
I mean, 'cause then
liver
again-
failure.
I'm in the apocalypse. What am I? How long does it take for my liver to fail? Like, it's fine. I'm drinking healthily, but I would get one because it keeps you warm. If I were to go to a cold area, it keeps you a little bit warmer.
Technically,
Oh, man.
it just makes you feel warm.
Yeah, that's all I need.
No, because
I
you
just
would
need to
be
get to
freezing to death.
I need to get to the
in
warmer
reality.
climates. Not true. Okay,
It is so true.
But it is.
guys, I'm a doctor here. Okay,
Oh,
so I'm gonna take the liquor, I'm gonna drink that, gonna stay warm physically and emotionally, and like Hannah, if I take a pill, like you won't care, right? That's the.
You think that?
So then you potentially overdose and just never
I'd be
wake
drunk.
up. Cool.
Nate's eating Cocoa Puffs and you didn't give him one word of shit, doctor. Please break down his Cocoa Puffs, Miss Protective. Go for it.
Can they change to spam?
No.
Damn.
Oh, God.
You chose and you left the grocery store.
I just wasn't surprised by his answer.
But mine can't be liquor?
That's a little surprising because of
Why is
your
it
logic
surprising?
behind it. It doesn't make any sense. For
Frank
him,
got
he's
liquor.
a child.
Nate's a child?
Yes, he wants freaking cereal.
I can play the games on the back. See how it doubles as more entertainment?
If I'm in a zombie apocalypse that I might not make through very long, I might as well drink and have a good time.
I can see drunk Todd walking the streets. Woo!
With his coma
I think I might
penis.
be.
Yeah, it's coma penis.
Why do I have a coma penis?
It was your term.
But I don't have it. Jim has the coma penis. Back to the movie.
They're traveling.
Yeah. Traveling, they got the grocery store, they got the goods, and they're leaving. And that's it, right? Well, then get to the
They
army
go to
base.
their little picnic area.
Oh, yeah, picnic area.
When we see the scene where they drive by flowers in a field that look painted.
Yeah. It's a weird choice of why it looked that way. Like, it was at first, I was like, out of focus? No, it's not out of focus. It's just...
I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
It feels like I don't know how to explain. It's like in what's that Van Gogh painting almost? Like it's got that pastel kind of like water lily kind of cover type stuff.
Yeah, it almost makes you wonder if they're giving like an homage to like a famous painting or something of like that area specifically.
Or is it like saying like, okay, this is as picturesque as it's going to get for these people. And
Maybe.
this is as good as it gets for them in this moment. And then,
Okay. Just that moment in time, like, all right.
Yeah.
yeah,
That
like,
makes sense.
Because
like
the music was
snap.
nice and happy. It's like
Yeah.
like it's
Yeah.
it's a very fun
Maybe it's
little
just
song.
happy for Frank, though, in that moment, let's be honest.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
if you think about it, they kind of make it almost seem like it's a family going on a road trip
Exactly.
rather than, 4 people who are traveling for survival.
Yeah, and that plays into the next scene where they go and they kind of camp out and they're eating kind of their different foods and they want to they see the horses, which is kind of cool metaphor for them being free. There's 4 of the horses, they're running around. There's a scene where Selena and Jim are talking and she quickly comes around within 24 hours and says like, well, I was wrong. It is more about than just like survival. Like
She
you
got
need
attached.
people. Yeah, you do need people to survive or, it's more than that, and that they are going to make this together. Like they need to stay together to actually make this happen. And then you do have to the point of like family road trip. Jim's going to sleep. He has a nightmare that he wakes up and everybody's gone, and then he gets woken up by Frank, and he says, "Thanks, Dad," and kind of like his like drugged up state, and it's very sweet of like Frank realizing he just called me Dad. Like he is like the protector right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then they go. Then they wake up. Jim thinks he's been left again. It's very weird. And then he runs and jumps in the car and they take off. Anything stand out in that scene for you
Did
guys?
they drag him out of the little wherever they're staying? Because he was like sleeping outside at that moment, it looked like.
They were all sleeping outside in that little
Yeah.
alcove.
Okay.
Well, and that was one of the things like they had a hard time falling asleep. And so that's why, you know, they wake up Selena, who seems to have no issue falling asleep in an open, unprotected area out in the country. And he like wakes her up and she like brings up her machete and is like, what? And he's like, how did you get to sleep so fast? And then that's when she brings out the pills, her little fun
What
bag.
did they give him? Like Valium and shit?
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
Yeah. And Gemma's like, of course, yeah, if we get attacked in the middle of the night, he's like, we won't even care.
Yep. Hence my alcohol. Full circle, everybody. But then we go from the very picturesque painting kind of look to the city of Manchester on fire.
Yep. Oh, yeah, they're driving up, and you kind of see the background of like the city just on fire as they're driving up in decay.
It makes sense they said there's no fire crews to put anything out. So once one started, the whole city just went.
Yeah. As they're driving up, they get to the front of the army base.
The blockade, right? Yeah.
The blockade. And they kind of get out of the car, and they're kind of wandering around.
And Taylor's favorite scene happens.
They did him so dirty.
So what happens? What happens at this scene?
They get there and they realize that, or it looks as if there's nothing there and there's nobody there, and they kind of lose, or Frank in that moment, I guess, loses any hope that he had.
He says, like, go fucking where? And he
Yeah.
storms off, yeah.
Yeah, and in his frustration, you know, he walks over to this, like,
It's another area, yeah.
some wall.
Away from the group.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's a crow pecking at a dead body from up above, and he, I think out of just anger and frustration and hopelessness, he just like kicks the wall, and this single drop of blood just falls right into his eye. Just, oh my God.
It's one of those stupid accident tragedies.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which I guess, is it better that he died that way and not in a brutal, like zombie attack?
But he did get pretty fucked up after. He does get to say,
Yeah, I mean, but he gets to say, you know, he loves his daughter, and you know.
because Hannah walks over and he's like trying to rub it out of his eye, but he knows what's happened.
Yeah.
He's aware of like,
it's a very hard scene in general, because as his daughter's walking over, he's yelling at her to get away, and she's not understanding at first what's going on.
Right. But he does in that moment know enough to say, like, you know, I love you, and oh boy, that was hard.
Well, it's hard too, because the zombies, they turn so quick in this movie. You don't have that moment to have a big, long, heartfelt goodbye or anything like that. It's a very quick, all right, goodbye, I love you. That's it. That's all you got time for, really.
Yeah, and he starts like jerking, and you can see he's like starting to, it's context phrasing, but he starts to like writhe around a bit. And, you can tell he's turning
Convulse.
into a zombie. And then Jim has to go up to beat him with a baseball bat, right?
Well, Jim's about to hit him with a baseball bat.
He's going up to beat him with it, yeah.
I will say one of my favorite things about that scene is you definitely realize in that moment, like in this world, one single drop is literally all that it takes. And, you know, you don't have to be chopping up a zombie or get bitten. It literally could just be out of thin air.
Yeah.
Like,
That's right. I changed my answer from Cocoa Puffs to goggles. I
I
get
was gonna
goggles.
say, nobody's wearing safety glasses in this shit.
No.
And I'll bring that up just a little bit later, or they should be wearing safety glasses at least.
Yeah.
But you know, so Jim's about to go up, and then...
Well, and then the army pops out of nowhere and guns him down.
Where the fuck
My
were they?
theory is they were waiting for him to die. Because
That's
it's
what
not
it
good to have the
seemed
big
like.
guy there.
Yeah. Well, I feel like, they're waiting for him to die or a reason to take him out. Anything of that nature, because...
Well, and I have a theory about that. I think that maybe, I mean, and this is jumping ahead a little bit, but when we find out their intentions later on, I think they think it would be easier for them to handle two girls and this little skinny dude rather than Papa Bear.
She pointed at me.
Yeah, the skinny dude.
oh,
She
Papa
pointed
Bear.
at me. No, she's like Todd, skinny dude, pointing at him, and then pointing at me, saying Papa Bear. What's up? I got Papa Bear. Todd, how you feel about that?
Damn it, that's my name. All right, anyway, go on. But yes, they wanted him out of the way, especially if they know it's the daughter.
It was
He's not going to let
strategic.
that happen.
Exactly, and I think that they knew that, and I think that they were waiting for an excuse to take him out. And
Because they were right around all of them. They could have stopped them at any moment.
They were watching him the whole time,
Yeah.
because there's no way that they would have immediately opened fire on this guy if they had just stumbled upon it. So.
Well, no, because then you would have seen them like walking up. You could have potentially hurt them.
Yeah.
No, they like literally popped up out of like the scenery, like the hills or the grass, and you're like, cool. So that just happened.
Yeah. It's very abrupt, and that's when we get Hannah laying on the ground going, Dad? It's very out of place.
Todd hates that part.
It's very... Watch that scene again. It's very striking of how poorly... That should have been take, 5. They should have redone that one, but it's fine.
Take 5.
Like the candy bar.
Yep, that's exactly what she was thinking.
Yeah, that's amazing.
So after that, they get to the mansion.
Mm-hmm. This is where we meet, what's the actor?
Christopher Eccleston as Major Henry West.
Henry West.
Yeah.
That's a very American name. Henry West.
Henry West. No.
What?
That's a bad accent.
Henry West, my brother. Oh, God.
No more tricks before the pod. Yep. And he is in charge of this group of dudes. There's no female in sight except for Selena and Hannah.
Yep.
They do get into this mansion. They are super thankful, and they then go on to show them the mansion and give them a tour.
Yep, you get to see the grounds where they're set up with landmines outside. There's the big gate and the floodlights. They're prepped for any attacks. And I know that Manchester's on fire, so it's bringing in a lot of zombies fleeing the city, which is crazy. So they have self-awareness to avoid flames and shit. Won't they just burn up and not care? Is there must be self-preservation.
They must have to know what's going on then, yeah.
Well, I mean, not necessarily, because, I mean, if you think about it, any creature knows to get away from something that's hurting them. It doesn't necessarily have to be, a conscious being, I guess, because even, worms, they, run away from pain.
So we should start a zombie worm movie. Zombie worms?
What if
they're really
there's
fast
already
ones?
Tremors, so...
Oh, Tremors is great. That's not underrated, but it is good. Okay, well, so we get the tour. They go to dinner, and
yeah, he's cooking eggs. That's what he goes for.
And Taylor, you're a bit of a sous chef, right?
I am. That is true.
I was gonna say not a bit. She is.
Yeah, I get paid to cook. That's how I make a living.
Fair enough. And so you were laughing at the chef a lot, I recall.
I was. He was just silly with his little pink apron, and he just looked so happy to be there. He had just a stupid grin on his face, and it just cracked me up every time.
Yeah, he was super funny.
Mm-hmm. I feel like it's probably because the only way he could contribute, because later
he doesn't know how to shoot a gun.
Yeah, he's just
useless.
This pitiful, poor little boy.
Just like all his cooks. It's the only thing we have.
Did he get ripped out of basic training, or is he just a civilian and they just put him in? They just brought him in.
Hey, this outfit fits.
Right.
I feel like he was probably in basic. This poor little guy just pulled him up by his bootstraps and was like, "All right, you're full on army, man."
Yeah, we can't kill you, so just whip us up something nice,
Yeah.
Yeah, so he makes omelets for the group, and the major realizes they're off, and he thought he could cover them up with salt, I believe.
Which made me cringe, because oh god, either way it's gonna be bad, right? Either it's rotten or it's just salty as shit, which neither is a good option, I guess.
That's fair. But
and if your water is in short supply.
Theirs isn't, though, right? They have a self-fulfilling, all the general, they kind of explain they have a...
Oh, they have a boiler.
Something, yeah, they have a boiler and everything.
Okay. I mean, yeah, they didn't necessarily say that they have a water shortage. However, you don't necessarily want to...
It'll dehydrate you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody, I mean, in a survival situation.
Unless they got that Pedialyte shipment.
That or the liquor.
Exactly.
No.
Not Cocoa Puffs and whatever the hell you said.
Beans.
What are you eating? A bunch of beans? Just a bunch of people pooping? How many bathrooms are in that mansion? Don't poop on a landmine. So you meet the major, does a big speech. Everybody's an asshole. You get the goofy chef, and then you do get I call him the good guy.
Yeah, the one good guy out of all of them.
I mean, his name was it Fuller or...
Sure, let's call him Fuller. I don't even remember.
It was something along those lines, but I mean, how it describes this next part is quite amazing.
His line about getting back to normalcy is everyone's talking about, and he gets in there and he's like, well, humans have only been a part of the earth for a fraction. Yeah. And it would be more normalcy if the world was wiped of all the humans. That would be the normalcy then. And it's like, yeah, it's very true.
Very philosophical right there.
Well, I mean, it's not just that, but there's one thing that I liked about this movie is that how it ties back into what you mentioned before with like the horses and being free, because nature will prevail without us. Like it is definitely a human attribute, or I guess thought, is that we are like on top. And it's like, no, actually, like the world would probably be better without us.
Well, I mean, even with COVID, at the beginning of COVID, when everyone agreed on everything for 2 weeks and everybody did, their part and stayed home and whatever. I mean, all the animals came back and all the trees came back, and nature was like, oh, thank God they're gone. Yes. And the earth started repairing itself, and then that didn't last very long.
Yeah,
so
then we came back and it all went to shit.
Yep.
And now there's that 100,000 gallon oil spill
on Huntington Beach. Yep. Super cool. Sorry guys. But yeah, Debbie Downer. This happens a lot in this pod, though. Yeah. We do get that speech, which is really cool, and I really liked the idea that there was like a still a right-minded kind of guy in that group, like of all these assholes, and no matter what they were doing, he was still trying to keep like a balance. Like he's trying to talk to them still of like, dude, this is not the way. Like he's thinking
a voice of reason.
Yeah, the whole way through. He does remind me of Jeff Goldblum in Jurassic Park. Life finds a way. It's chaos theory. Like this is not. We're not supposed to be meddling. Like things like this shouldn't happen. Like it's fine. Like life will continue on no matter what we meddle with.
Yeah.
The dinosaurs will come back in that case. But yeah, so then we kind of get that cool speech. Everybody mocks him a bit, and then we get the attack. The compound, a landmine goes off, and they rush to their stations. And this is where you get the guy that can't shoot a fucking weapon.
Yeah, they quick jump to action, and they kind of just go out to where the yard or like the field where all the landmines and tripwires are at, and they just start kind of defending the mansion.
And then you get this is where the goggles would come into play, because they blow up one of the guys right next to them. All the chunks fall on their bodies, and I'm like, they're laughing and everything. I was like, that could have fallen in your mouth and you're just a zombie now.
Mm-hmm.
Wear something to cover up this. One, you don't think that body exploding is going to throw blood in your face?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were very, like, blasé about it. They didn't care. They were having a great time.
Yeah.
And then they get right back, and this is where we get to that, the whole this is the future salvation kind of thing, where the guys start to hit on Selena and, like, we'll protect you. And the good guy, Fuller, we'll call him, tries to stop them. They're attacking him. He hits Fuller hits the guy in the back of the head with the gun. And then the Major breaks it all up. And he's like, slow down. He says, slow down. You don't know why he says it. And then he's like, go clean up the bodies, whatever. He shows everybody away.
Yeah.
And then he has a speech with Jimmy Boy.
Yeah. And it kind of goes back to earlier, the part we skipped. The Major asks him, have you killed anyone?
Oh, yep.
And earlier in the movie...
We skipped that whole scene, didn't we?
Yeah. There is a scene where...
Oh, boy.
Jim kind of goes off into a building on his own, and he actually kills a little boy. And it was like a burger restaurant or something like that, but the little boy was a zombie, and you could definitely feel like he feels bad about it, because after he gets out of that, Selena asks, hey, anything in there? And he's like, nope, nothing we need to bother with. Let's just keep going. So you could already tell right there in that moment he feels bad about killing a little boy zombie, but he's trying to save his own life at the same time.
Yeah, so either you kill him or he kills you. Like, there's no choice in that matter. You have to just do it.
Yeah, and so as the Major's asking him, he's like, yeah, I killed a little boy. And from there, kind of goes on to a whole spiel about...
We promised them women.
Yeah.
So, ladies, what do you think about the Major's idea that the future and the salvation is procreation, even if it's by force to keep the world going? And it's only been a month, by the way, but go on. But how do you feel about that quick progression to humans are the true evil?
I mean, I definitely had a lot of issues with this because I am a woman, and I definitely would not be put into a situation to where I'm getting raped by a bunch of assholes because they think that, that's the answer. Because, I mean, in reality, if you think about it, let's say, okay, someone did procreate, then you have to carry that baby for 9 months. So that means 9 months of protecting this person, making sure that they're getting the food, water, and everything that they need. And then you come to having a child and then being able to get through the childbirth, keeping that child alive. And then that's the one thing that's wrong with the human race is because, it takes so long for us to reproduce and grow in order to be a survivable human being. And so honestly, I think it's just an excuse for them to get their jollies off because they don't even know if they're going to survive past this month or two.
It has nothing to do with repopulating the earth or any of that bullshit. No, it's a power thing. It's a lot of issues with that whole situation.
Do you think it was the major, like, keeping his men working for him? Like, if I give them this, then they continue protecting me and working?
Well, I mean, the first thing he told these guys is like, well, if you hang out, like, I'll get you women. And it's not, if you hang out, we'll rebuild the world, you guys. Like, it's gonna be dope. It's don't worry, you guys will get to fuck. Like, that's what it was, and that's all it is. And for him he's just trying to justify it to himself, and I think to everybody else, and he doesn't believe it. None of them believe it. And I mean, the treatment of them alone proves that, where they're, get dressed up nice so we can rape you. And like, oh God, it's so gross. And like them being rough with them and violent with them. Like if you want a woman to like carry this child to full term and have a healthy baby and have healthy kids and do all, you're not rough with them. You don't hit them and hurt them and scare them. And so, yeah, full of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And, I can't add anything on that. I'm going to stay far away from that one. Nate, what's your input?
I agree.
Okay. No, you guys are completely right. And, we do, real quick, before we get to the next scene, because that is when the major tells Jim, we promised them women, so Jim knows, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
And then, but we do have a quick introduction of, during the tour, of a mailer who is tied up in the backyard.
Yeah, exactly.
Nate, you want to explain that a little bit?
So one of the men gets bitten, and the major they're able to apprehend him.
So they knocked him out
right before, and they tie him up on a chain. And the major's thought behind it is, well, I want to see how long it takes the zombies to starve. And I'm like, yeah, it's a fair assessment of trying to figure out the weakness. So
yeah, he does kind of a striking thing where he's like, it tells me that he's never going to bake bread again. He's never going to do, all these normal things. He'll never be alive again. He's just a thing. Like, it's almost like it feels like a toy mostly to them at this point.
Yeah.
Like, we want to understand it. Turns out we're not going to understand much, but we do know it'll starve to death eventually, and that will be kind of our time to kind of figure things out. So I at that one slight piece of it, that makes sense. That's the most logical thing he's done, is like, we do need to know how long it takes for these things to die naturally. But we do have Mailer tied up on a chain out back, and that'll come back into play because Jim then runs to Warren, Selena, and Hannah, and they try to run out the front door, and Jim gets
he gets knocked out real quick. As soon as he gets that corner, just knocked out, and that's kind of it there. And then it's him and Fuller,
the good guy,
getting drug out to pretty much a kill box, or like
basically
a grave.
Yeah, because Fuller tries to save Jim and them. It's like, we can't do this. This is not what we're supposed to do. And we do get a little quick snippet in, they're both in like a boiler room or something tied up, and he's ranting. Fuller's like, this doesn't make any sense. How can a virus cross the ocean? Yeah. How can it use planes? Like, the world is going on. They've quarantined us.
It makes sense, too, because of like how quick the virus spread. It's not like I can get on this plane, I can go across the pond, and when I get there, then I'm going to turn. It's 15 seconds.
Yeah, so he's like, it doesn't make any sense. What would you do with an island that was infected? You would quarantine us. He's like, the world is going on like normal, and we're doing this in here.
Yeah.
And he's like, so it's like, oh shit, this guy's probably onto something.
Yep.
And then they do walk them out to be executed, and you do see a bunch of bodies of just other dudes. No women, it's just dudes, because obviously these are dudes they found. They were like, they're not going to be part of the system. We kill them and move along. And it is the chef that can't fire a gun for some reason is one of the guys that goes out to do it.
It's that guy.
And then the major douchebag. Like the biggest. Not the major title, but the super douchebag.
Yeah. Yeah, he's attaching a knife to the end of his gun. Because he wants to really, I guess, feel like he's killing, like, I guess not just shoot him. He wants to actually like torture Fuller.
Just inflict as much pain as possible.
Yeah.
But the chef doesn't want to do it.
No, yeah, the chef doesn't want to do it. And as he's going up to stab him, the chef actually shoots and kills him.
Yeah, but like almost like knocks the guy's eardrums out, the super douche.
Yeah, and the super douche gets pissed about it and starts yelling at the chef. And between that squabble, Jim runs away.
And he plays a really smart move.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely one of those where he makes the best out of his situation. So, because like you were mentioning before, there is just like a pile of bodies. And so he just hides in those pile of bodies. It's almost kind of like behind enemy lines where Owen Wilson hides underneath those bodies and they just ignore it because they don't think anything of it.
Spoiler alert for Behind Enemy Lines.
We'll have to drop that in.
Sorry. But yeah, so then he hides in there.
Yeah, it's a quick decision and it saves his fucking life because they do think, well, he's not going to lay right there. He's going to run off into the woods. And so they go shoot and he jumps over some sort of wall. I don't know what the wall is, but it's there and they barricaded that as well. Is this the property line?
I think it is the property line that they just put barbed wire on. So, and then this is one of the parts where we're like, this guy is just 30% naked in this entire film because you just see him jump over this like wall and he's shirtless and you're like, wait, what happened to his shirt? So then you get these two guys who are trying to find him and then they look up and they're like, oh, he crossed the wall because his shirt is just hanging there.
On the barbed wire, right? Yeah.
And you're like, oh, okay. But I thought it was pretty cool to kind of go back to what Fuller was saying is because when he falls and is on the ground, he looks up and there's an airplane that's flying in the sky and you're like, oh shit. So the world is going on. So it must just be us. So there's like a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and that's one of the saddest part of the movies is to realize they're doing all this fucked up shit and Fuller was right. And Fuller died moments before they maybe all could have seen the plane. Like imagine if all four of them had seen it.
Hey,
Does that
deplane.
I feel like the super douche still kills them so that he can still go back and rape.
I was going to say, I don't think at that point that they care because they're like, this is our reality.
Right.
This is what
We're
we
gonna
are
live
in.
as much as this as we can before it goes back to normal, if it does. But yeah, so then they get the girls suited up, and Selena tries
Suited up.
technically,
They try to get the girls dressed nicely.
which makes no sense, but they wanted to dress nicely.
Go on.
Go on. Taylor has a big problem with this, but Selena does try to help Hannah in any way she knows how.
Yeah.
Because she knows she can't
Yeah.
just get her out of the situation.
Well, I'm just the why they made them dress up.
Right.
Again, it's a power thing. It's a power move. It's like you're gonna wear what we want you to
Look
wear.
like a lady.
Look nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yep.
She's squirming.
Makes perfect sense to me.
It's definitely
It's really loud.
a male power play. But yes, I mean, back to Selena trying to help Hannah out. She definitely tries to use like her wiles to, she kisses the guy and she's like, you know, we need to get dressed on our own. Like, please leave the room. Because in the back of her mind, she's like, okay, how can I make this easier for Hannah? Because for some reason, they didn't take her bag away or even look through it. And so when they leave, she gives Hannah some Valium in order to make her not care and not really
Yeah, that's a harsh line.
fully understand what's about to happen.
Are you trying to kill? Like, I'm trying to make you not care. It's
Yeah.
Like, fuck. Okay. It's very smart of Selena. It's horribly depressing that even has to be. But that is the smartest play she does because she knows they're just going to kill him if they fight back enough. So, like, get Hannah through this to the next whatever you can.
Yeah. Survive till the next day, sadly.
And then they don't quite get the chance because the alarm at the blockade starts going off.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I guess she kind of does because she still has like whatever she gave her in her hand.
Right.
So,
well, yeah, Hannah does get to take it, but they go in to like get them, but they're all just, they have to leave the compound
Yeah, the
because
guys
the
don't
blockade,
get a chance,
yeah, alarm goes off.
Yeah, and
Although, real quick, why did he knock the pill? Why did he care if they had the pills?
I think it probably because in his mind, they were trying to like
Kill themselves?
kill themselves.
Okay.
yeah, makes sense with all the suicides that have kind of gone on in the movie. So
All right, that's fair. All right. So then, did you guys like the blockade scene? It's finally raining. Finally
Yep.
got their fucking rain.
yeah,
I mean, it's hard not to like that scene because it's it's very cinematic. It's very picturesque, like, because you do have the downpour, you have the siren going off, and it's of course like that, like doomsday siren where you're like, oh shit, like bombshells are about to go off. It's the end of the world type thing, and so you're like, all right, so shit's about to get real. Because I feel like in the movie, a lot of it was kind of like storytelling, kind of slow and then fast and then slow. And then this, you're like, all right, so we're getting back to a fast point.
I feel like it was very apparent that this was going to be like the climax of the movie. And like, this is where things
like the inciting incident type
Right.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good in terms of like Jim becomes the hunter for these guys. Like he becomes the zombie in a way. They frame it as like he's becoming one of the zombies. He's the danger now. But it's cathartic to watch. I remember being like, this feels good watching these guys. They're terrified of what's happening, but you're like, thank God, like fucking own them, own all of them, Jim. Like do whatever you can.
Yeah, because pretty much he's pulling the siren and the major goes out there.
Which is interesting, the major, and then one of the guys goes out. He has like weird bald spots on his head, like he's shaved his head wrong over and over again.
I don't know. Maybe he's like, all right, we're dry shaving. He's like, this is a bad choice.
Just patches of his hair. He just moves to different patches.
He might have like alopecia. You don't know.
That's fair. That's fair.
So yeah, Major gets out there and they're trying to figure out where Jim's at. Well, Jim ends up killing the guy with alopecia.
Yeah, you think he's gonna get hit from shot behind the car, then the guy climbs up the ladder and Jim just crowbars his ass like right across the head and makes him fall down.
And then he kind of sets him back up into the vehicle.
Yep.
And so the Major's kind of wondering where he's at, and the Major goes to the vehicle thinking like, oh, he's still alive. Now finds out he's dead. Major freaks out. He's like, all right, I got to get back to the mansion. He
lets his guard down. He starts firing the gun everywhere.
Yeah.
But although I guess the blockade siren would bring all the zombies anyway, too.
Yeah. And he tries to get the vehicle, but Jim already cut the wires for it.
Yep.
So it's pretty much a race back to the mansion at that point.
And now you don't got coma dick, you got forest tits. Mm-hmm. And they're bounding out of the forest at Jim. So it makes sense though, like they're all like half naked because in the wilderness, all your clothes, and if you're just running through, they're getting caught on branches. Like none of your shit's staying on if you're just a wild thing running through all this shit.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think that's hilarious because it's like, why are you paying so close attention to his forest tits? I did not notice that. I feel like it was very
running
hard.
the forest tits.
Okay, because I feel like you were talking about Jim.
No.
I was like,
Yeah, it made it sound like you're talking about Jim.
What? Like, why are you focused?
Well, because you're like, oh, he had coma penis. Now he's forest tits.
No,
is
I
what
said
it
now
said.
we have forest tits.
Oh.
No, there's zombies running in, women zombies, bouncing here and there and everywhere like gummy bears, and they're running after the Major, and he runs off into the woods, and then we cut from that scene.
So apparently Todd's descriptive words of bouncing tits are bouncing gummy bears.
Yeah, you guys seen those bouncing gummy bears?
They're like the animal gummy bears from the favorite Disney Channel, Gummy Bears.
What?
You never seen Gummy Bears?
No!
You don't know that? I know I'm not alone. Gummy Bears, it's bouncing here and there and everywhere. We are the Gummy Bears.
Oh, wow. Who?
I'm not insane. That's a very popular TV show back with like Tailspin and shit.
Why have you been watching Gummy Bears bouncing around
Here
on
and there
Disney?
and everywhere. I watched that when I was a kid, but that thing is stuck in my brain. It's like Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers. You know the theme song for that. You haven't seen that in 20 years. Exactly. Why is she watching Chip and Dale's on the weekends?
Yeah, but she's not associating Chip and Dale's with bouncing boobs.
No.
No, I associated the song with bouncing boobs. There's a difference. All right. Let's bounce to the next scene, everybody. So we get back into the mansion, and it's dark, and the music is really good. This soundtrack is great.
Well, I think there's a certain... I think it might be this one here, but it's actually used in multiple movies.
Oh, yeah.
So it
comes back in 20 weeks later, but it's also in like Sunshine and stuff.
Sunshine, but I think it's also Kick-Ass.
Oh yeah, that's like when Big Daddy.
Yeah,
he's in the dark and Hit Girl's going in.
Yeah.
All that
stuff.
Oh
yeah, so it's one of those. It's very iconic, and obviously they did a good job to reuse it in other movies.
Yeah. Did you guys like the soundtrack?
Oh, I absolutely loved it because that was actually one of the notes that I would put because I said the end ballot, like when things start to happen, it's very low and slow, and then it slowly starts to get faster and louder as like you're going through this experience with these characters as it gets more intense throughout the entire like end of the movie, essentially. And so it just gets you really into that moment because you're like, okay, so this is getting real. And you're, at least for me, I couldn't help but my heart kept pounding while watching this because it just really gets you in the moment.
You agree with that?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's very, when Jim shows back up and he's in the rain and it's nighttime, he's kind of peeking through the windows. He does release Mailer first. There's like a quick jump scene when they go to like check it out and Hannah's all drugged up. She's like, then they've been gone a while, haven't they? And she starts talking shit to the guy, like, they're not coming back. It's been a while. Like, you're going to die here. Like, Jesus.
She's like putting the fear in them.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say, I don't know what Taylor thought, but like for me, like for somebody to be that calm and just not care and say exactly what like horrific things are about to happen, that's almost like scarier than somebody like freaking out.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Because there's some kind of, I don't know, like just the complete lack of urgency or any kind of fear. Like once that fear is removed, you can do anything, right? And you can prepare for anything. And so I think it was unsettling for them.
It's like any creepy creature in like a movie. Yes, I paused on creepy. I didn't know if I want to say creature first or creepy, and I stuck with creepy, and then I said creature. And it's when any one of them talk with an authority of like that. It's the calm because they're in control in some way.
Yeah.
Like oh fuck, they're probably right because they don't care. Nothing's shaking them right now. For whatever reason, I feel like a zombie breaks in here. It's probably not going for Hannah first. It's probably going for me, freaking out and trying to kill it. So, so she definitely puts the fear of God into them. He's right up against the window. And then he turns, and then it comes back, and the lightning strikes, and there's Mailer with the red eyes, and just busts through the window.
Yep.
And so then that guy with like the weird like snow cap hat with the wings on it gets turned first. I believe he gets puked on in the face, and him screaming for help and everything. That's really good acting on the screaming of those actors. I really like that. Put you right in the creepy mood, right, guys? Huh? Huh, you little creepy feet.
Did you say creepy feet?
It's a new term. We're trying it out.
I don't think it's
like
working
happy
out.
feet. It's the other way. Creepy feet. See? It's perfect.
No.
I will say that one, the shot of him in the window with his red eyes and everything, it reminded me a lot of the really famous jump scare in Insidious when he comes up right behind Patrick Wilson, and it just reminded me of that. And I wonder if maybe that was
like Insidious took it from them.
Like Insidious, yeah. Like,
well, it almost
was an homage
makes you wonder, like, if there's like a handbook for like jump scares, because it's like some of these, like, they just reuse it and it still gets you every single time.
It's like the medicine cabinet opening and closing, or going down to get a wash your face, look up, wash your face, look up, and then it's of course there.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of classic ones that still work because they almost work now because you're expecting it, so you're hyped up for that.
Yeah.
Instead of just literally surprised.
Okay, so Mailer goes into the mansion. Now you have not only Mailer, but you have the guy in the wing cap who's now turned into a zombie. Selena takes Hannah and starts running out the door, and of course Hannah doesn't give a shit because she's like high off her ass and doesn't really care. And then you go to where Jim is just kind of still lurking outside the house, and then he kind of still is peeking through the windows as these zombies are like wreaking havoc.
Yeah, he finally gets inside, right? And before we get to like Jim doing his next big thing, we get Hannah going to the big mirror room. Like, she runs to get the picture of her and Frank, of her father, and then she hears the zombie coming, and she sees the big mirror and decides, I'm going to go hang on the back of it and hope that this fucking throws it off. And it does. It's really good seeing that actor looking into the mirror, trying to figure itself out is really well done.
And quick thinking, Hannah.
Right?
I would have never, especially, all drugged up
Being
like
drugged,
that,
yeah.
I would have never thought to do that.
Well, because there's a tub right next. I was like, she would just hop in the tub and lay down, right, and hope that they don't see her.
Totally.
But no, she's like, she's hooked onto the back of that mirror.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good.
I mean, good for her for freaking hanging
Right.
on to that.
Yep, and then Jim comes in, so he's finally in, and he runs across one of the soldiers laying in, I think, the kid's room, and he moves the bed over, and he's like, I have no bullets, I've got no bullets, take me with you. And Jim is just like, he lets the zombies break in and kill him, he runs out the window, so he's back outside.
But then doesn't he actually kill that?
This is the next scene.
Oh, I thought he killed the cook with the bayonet.
Oh, was that first?
Before.
Oh, maybe.
He got to that because you have this kid that's like running because he knows that the zombies were there because he was there when Mailer came through and that guy got turned. So then he was running down, and then you have that super douchebag that's got like, oh, I'll take care of you, baby.
He's still trying to rape Selena.
He still is. And so he's like, what the hell is going on? Like, you guys think you can escape? So then he's like watching this kid run down the freaking hallway, and then you just see the zombie chasing after him.
That's right. It's a funny little gag. It is like, really funny.
He's like, oh, so that's what's going on. And then he just is not paying attention to what's happening in front of him. And then he's like looking back towards the zombie that's chasing him. And then you just hear the sound of him running into that bayonet. And then he looks forward and he just sees Jim. And he's like, fuck. So not only did I try to kill this guy, but this guy actually killed me
with the bayonet
instead of this zombie. So, and then, then he goes into that room where he's like, I don't have any bullets.
Yeah, poetic justice on the chef guy.
Yeah.
Yep, and he gets the I'm out of bullets guy, runs out, and then you hear him screaming as he gets killed. So there's multiple zombies. And I guess we are out of order, where the chef hides under the kitchen sink, and he's totally safe there.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you sit there until morning?
Yeah. Just stay where you're safe.
Why would you ever leave? I could sit there for 24 hours if my life was on the line.
I think
as long as you get your bottle of whiskey, you're good.
I feel like it's more of him just being like, I have to get out of here. Because, I mean, your adrenaline's running. You either have your fight or flight.
And I guess he would have made it had he not run into the human Jim.
Yeah.
This is where Jim jumps into the attic and then gouges the fuck out of that guy's eyes.
Yeah, he jumps down and puts those thumbs right in the eyeballs and gouges out his eyes, which is fun. It's a fun thing to see. So then Selena thinks that he's infected, right? Or he could potentially be infected because she went to maybe kill him. And then he's like, oh, you waited more than a heartbeat. And then, is that not? Why are you looking at me?
I definitely agree because I feel like, she's never seen him display that amount of rage.
Yeah.
And so for him to do that, she is kind of like, wait, oh shit, like, did he turn? Is that, like, why he's, like, displaying all this rage? And then, like you said, she goes up with her machete, like, about to cut him down. Yeah. And then she sees his eyes. Mm-hmm. And that's, like, the big tell because they're still bright-ass blue.
And doesn't she's like, Jim? Like, is that you? Like, oh.
Yeah, so, I mean, she does question it. And, like, kind of throw him back to the beginning. She was like, it wouldn't even take a heartbeat.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and then that's when it's like, oh, you waited longer than a heartbeat, huh?
It's like, so you do care. Finger guns, Todd.
Sloppy.
All right, so after that scene of Selena realizing Jim's okay, Hannah actually comes in.
No. Go back to the part where she realizes that it's him, and she's like, oh my God, it's Jim. Let me suck your face, even though you're covered in blood.
That's right. They have their whole kissing scene between Selena and Jim. And then Hannah comes in and hits him over the head.
With a bottle, right?
Yeah, and like a vase. And then realizes, oh, actually, it's Jim. It's not zombie Jim. And she was like, oh, I thought he was biting you.
I was trying to give her a kiss.
Yeah.
Kissing her.
So, and then after that, they head for the taxi.
Yep, they're running outside.
Yeah, and
then they open the door, and then Major is sitting in the back seat waiting for them.
Because, why wouldn't you just sit randomly in a fucking taxi while all your men are getting killed?
Well, because you're not going to go into that you're fucked at that point. You've got 5-6 people that you know of that are infected.
Well, he doesn't even know that. Like, was he out there like a peeping Tom?
I think so. He showed up and saw.
Watching everybody get killed.
You could hear them getting slaughtered inside.
You're getting killed. Man, you just got killed so bad.
I'm pretty sure the Major has ears and he can hear everybody screaming and getting killed.
Yeah.
But how can you differentiate between every single person?
You don't have to. He's just sitting in the car that works still.
Yep. So the Major's in the back of the car. and they're running up to it. As Jim is running up to it, he's kind of standing in front of Selena, and the Major's mad about killing all of his men, and he shoots Jim. Jim goes down, and Hannah kind of has like a moment of screw this, and she drives the car and backs it up to the front of the house.
Where Mailer is.
And as she backs it up, Mailer smashes through the back window and just pulls him out.
Yeah, it's some good poetic justice for Major getting killed by his toy.
Yeah.
Oh, I was just going to say, like, it is funny because Major could have just shot him in the head, but no, he decided to shoot him in the stomach, which is actually one of the most painful and slowest ways that a person can die. So not only did he want him to die, he wanted him to suffer because he was the person that caused all of that to where all of his people died. And so it's just one of those where he's like, you know what? Fuck you. I want you to die, but I also want you to have a lot of pain.
All right.
Cruel motherfucker.
Yeah. And so after that, Selena pulls Jim into the back of the car, and Hannah starts driving out of the mansion. And they get to the gate where they're like, oh, it's locked. And they just pretty much decide to ram it at that point. And as they ram it,
fucking go.
Yeah. As they ram it, pretty much there's like Selena and Jim kind of flying forward, and it's just that freeze frame of them there.
Yep.
And then it goes to 28 days later, which...
You see a quick montage of him being pulled into some facility.
But it was after the 28 days later.
Well, that was him remembering it in his dream because he wakes up.
Oh.
It's like pieces of what he's remembering of happening between there.
But, I mean...
And there's cut scenes about that. There's alternate endings.
Yes, of course. Which was... Those alternate endings were absolutely horrible. But, yes. But at the same time, it's like, why would they put 28 days later and then go to shoot back to where he's remembering, which you don't know until later that he's remembering this, because you think it's like, okay, 28 days later, he's going to the hospital. They're trying to revive him, fix him up in a hospital. So then you're like, okay, cool. So is he surviving with this bullet wound for like 28 days? And then later on, they're like, okay, cool. We'll go to a hospital and try to save you. Like,
I mean, it's jarring for like 2 seconds, but when he wakes up, you go, oh, he just remembered. Like, that's what his experience has been in the past 28 days. He's remembering that because he wakes up kind of like, oh, fuck, you know, and then...
That's what you have to infer. Anyways, he goes to the curtains.
He notices the curtains are missing. When he goes and talks, and Selena's sewing, right?
Yeah.
And then Hannah runs in and is like, I hear it, it's coming back or whatever.
Yeah. And they run outside, and it's a plane flying by. And what does the curtain spell?
Well, first you see the zombies starve to death.
Oh, yeah.
You see, apparently it takes 2 months for these zombies to starve to death.
How do you know it's 2 months, though?
It said 20 days later and 20 days later.
But how do you know that's
like
one that wasn't bitten recently? Like 26 days later. How do you know it wasn't one of the
been,
hospital employees?
A 7-day one.
Huh?
That would have been 2 months then.
No, the hospital employee that, was helping
going back
him.
and forth.
So it would have been 2 months.
No, that helped
Oh,
him
the
at
last one could have
26.
been the 26th
Yeah,
day.
yeah, the 26th
That's
day
fair.
for
It
you,
could have been,
okay?
that was him on the bridge out there in Scotland. Or
Yeah.
whatever.
They went to Scotland?
Yeah, it looks Scottish.
Well,
There's
they're in
flocks
the
of sheep
UK.
out there.
So
Because
we
that can't be in England?
No.
obviously, like we said earlier, we don't know our geography. That happened earlier in the pod.
You missed us trying to figure out America. Yeah, so at first it says hell,
Yep.
and that's a cool little homage, like they're in hell, and then they pull out and they make a big O for the end, and then they wait and a jet flies over really close, and you can hear the jet guy talking, the pilot's talking about something, you don't really understand what they're saying, but they recognize there's human beings down there with a hello sign.
Yep. And would you spell help?
I would.
But maybe it was Danny Boyle was like, let's just do hell. It'll be nice.
But you could still do that and then just add the circle, a half circle for on the end.
So you're just talking lowercase L's.
It would be a capital. No, L and then P. You just have the P to make the help. You don't have to make the full uppercase L. Does it all have to be caps?
Yeah.
Would SOS be easier?
Yep.
Yeah, probably.
Well, because, I mean, it is...
But I think they
time.
went with hello because that means humans are still alive and talking to you. It's communication.
Oh, so the zombies can spell SOS or hell with the curtains.
No, but like SOS could be like, we need help. They could have made that a month ago and they're dead now. Or hell, we died. I think hello is like, we're still... Then it moves every time. They said it's coming back, so they're spelling out letters for it.
Yeah, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they had those letters monsters when
then why did they
first
do it? Give
came
me an
around.
alternate reason.
Because when they first came around, they probably were just jumping up and down, waving their arms, and being like...
It probably took them a while to make
me.
HELL.
So they were like,
Quite a
it's
while.
coming back. Do you think they saw us this time?
Yeah.
So it's like, obviously they made those letters, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they were like, okay, well, let's do SOS. I think it was probably just a director's choice or a writer's
100%
choice to
it
do hello. I don't think it makes any
they
logical
wanted the help
sense.
play.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's what we've been saying. But then you're like, I just do help.
Well, I'm saying if you did the P for that, the characters would do help because it's quicker. The director wants to say hell.
well, anyways, with this movie, they do tend to leave an open ending because it's not like you see them get them rescued or anything like that. You just think that the pilot saw them, and it gives you like a sense of hope that maybe they'll be able to get saved.
And that kind of takes us out of the movie, right?
That ends 28 days later.
Yeah.
Until I do 8 weeks later. Da, da, da. Just kidding.
All right. What were you guys' thoughts on the movie?
I mean, overall, like, it's a great movie. It's a great zombie movie. One of the best, I think. I don't know, and it's one of those that I think is fun to watch more than once. You know, it's fun.
Yeah, it holds up to a rewatch.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It feels shorter to me than it is. Like, I know it's like almost 2 hours, but it feels really
The
quick.
pacing is well done.
Yeah.
And it's definitely one of those that at the end of it, I found myself being like, okay, well, now I want to watch the second one, like, immediately after. So,
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I definitely liked how, like, with the zombie movie, you don't have these slow-ass zombies who are thoughtless, that can't do anything, and they're just, like, limping around. Like, these zombies, they actually go to the speed of an actual human being. It's not like it dumbs them down or slows them down, because, like, they can still climb, they can still, like, go after things like light, motion, sound, that kind of thing. And you don't have a person that's just walking through town with zombies limping behind them trying to get to them.
Poking with a broomstick.
Yeah. These
Easy
are not
peasy.
Homer zombies.
The Walking Dead zombies.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, I mean, I like that aspect of it. It's a good zombie movie, and it definitely has a good storyline.
Nate?
Yeah, I like the movie. That's it. No, it was a good movie, and it was nice to see the quick change zombies, not like the slow progression or anything like that. It's the 15 seconds and they're zombified. And it was nice having that rush feel rather than slow turn, slow zombies, anything like that. And then in the end, the zombies not being the real issue, the humans being the issue.
Right. No, I agree. I like I think the fast zombies was the first time I had seen fast zombies was in 28 Days Later.
mm-hmm.
And then it's kicked off like everybody's doing fast zombies now. It seems to be the only way to make it feel realistic and not survivable.
Right. Well, I mean, I was going to say, it kind of reminds me of, like, this is what started, and then you get to, like, World War Z, and you have that, like, sorry, spoiler, if you haven't seen that movie, but, like, the teddy bear, where it's, like, counting down of, like, when somebody gets bit and how long it takes them for them to turn, and it's quite exhilarating.
It's incredible. I mean, yeah, it adds a lot of tension to where it's a nonstop kind of. They do have slow moments in this movie where they can relax. It's usually out in the middle of nowhere, but once something happens, like, it's a full-on run and race to survive. There's no protecting yourself. You're not really gonna hide from it. They break through windows and jump through shit. Like, they'll crawl at you until they stop. Like, it is kind of weird where some of the zombies just, if they're out of sight, they just kind of slow down and kind of like, all right, what do we do?
Yeah.
Like, they're just kind of like, well, we need to look for something else that's going to stimulate. But it is one of my favorites because of the acting. Brendan Gleeson and Cillian Murphy, and everybody does really good to bring in kind of, even with Christopher Eccleston, I think one of his earlier ones, to be like this douchebag that's like an authority, but it turns out to be, we're just gonna do whatever the hell we want, and it turns out to be, of course, raping women to get through to the salvation of humanity or whatever. There's a lot of good stuff that happens in there.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, when we watched some of the bonus scenes, or I guess the bonus features, I thought it was pretty incredible because they were like, how are we going to do this? Like, how are we going to make this seem scary or more realistic? And it's quite impressive that they actually brought on scientists and doctors to go over exactly how the world is going to be infected or be affected by infectious diseases, because they were talking about how the trend of death from infectious diseases have actually increased after a decade of having them decline. And they were just saying how it's just a matter of time for there to be another pandemic. And look, here we are. We are in a pandemic, and it's just quite amazing. They predicted it. Like, there's a major pandemic at some stage, and you know, we live with millions of bacteria every single day. Like, we have tons that are just living on our skin, and it doesn't even really affect us until it does. So it's pretty amazing how they actually took that part of the science aspect of it in order to make this movie.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, with that all being said, Todd, where can they find us?
They can find us on Twitter, on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook, at theendissigh, and I think there's EDTIJO Pod on Twitter. And then you can email us at theendissigh@gmail.com.
Yep.
And I think that covers all the social platforms.
Yeah.
This is a very long one.
It is.
I feel like a zombie right now. And I think we don't really have a topic for the next one, or what do we know?
It'll be
what
another
we're
underrated
gonna...
movie.
It's gonna be Halloween for every episode in October, at least, you know, scary versus Halloween movies.
Yeah. I don't know.
There's
Maybe we
apparently
stay in the
difference.
UK and we do Attack the Block.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
We could do the British invasion again.
Yeah. All right. Well, and from this movie, I'll take away the end is extremely fucking nigh.
Ooh. Ladies, any sign-offs?
Cheerio, governor.
Oh, that's one. That is one.
You're welcome again.
Oh man, I can't follow that.
And as always, it's fucking Candyland. Yeah, so that's cool.
That's cool. What are we talking about? I don't know.
Well, that's rad, man. Let me tell you about this.